1. Your event is starting. There we go. What is going on, everyone? ActivesiN here, and we are back for another week of Team Red Talks Nintendo. We have a new face here. He's wearing a Bowser hat. This is our buddy Eddie. He is a YouTuber. Eddie, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell people about your channel, what you do, who you are, what's going on.
All right, guys. Well, my name is Eddie. My YouTube name is Papa Bowser. I just made the YouTube yesterday. I love Nintendo. Let's just say that. So my YouTube's gonna be basically based on all Nintendo stuff. So that's that. And yeah, that's really. Oh, as you can see, I love Bowser. So.
So you must have absolutely loved that Bowser and Baby Bowser parental controls commercial. That was, without question, one of the best commercials Nintendo's ever made.
There's so many memes based on that I've been watching.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I've seen some of them.
Some of them are pretty funny. But yes,
some of them are just.
Some of them get a little wild. A little too wild for Baby Bowser. But yeah, we've been trying to get Eddie on for a while now. He's been in the Reboot Facebook group for a while, but obviously conflict with schedules and whatnot. So I'm happy to have him on board this week. And now we have our other guests, not guests, hosts. They're always here. Nia and Kuuppon, why don't you guys say hello?
Yo, what up? Are we doing this are we taking turns?
You can go first, Nia, since you're already talking.
I mean, I just like to know what's going on, you know? What is up, everybody? It's your girl, Nia, TheVideoGamHer. You already know me. I'm here. I'm a regular. I'm one of the hosts of Team Red Talks Nintendo. And as always, I'm always excited to talk about Nintendo these days because they got a lot going on, man. And Nintendo's got a lot under their sleeves. That's a lot of things that they have to show us, man. But I'm not going to go into that because we still got to talk about that in detail. But anyway, yeah, so that's me. Y'all know me.
All right. And last but not least, Kuuppon.
Hi, Kuuppon Stives here. Yo, Gaming Diva. You know what's up. Just chilling, hanging out with the rest of the hosts here. We got our special guests, talking Nintendo, doing our thing. Let's go.
All right. So, first things first, Fire Emblem Heroes has launched on, I believe, the iPhone and Android. It's making a lot of money. Nintendo made $2.9 million off it in one day. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Every single game they put on the cell phones are doing well. They have found a brand new money bag for them. So expect that to keep happening. I think the next one is Animal Crossing or something. That's going to be massively successful.
Animal Crossing is totally
It's gonna be ridiculous. These three have all played. I have not had a chance to play it yet, so we're gonna give them some time. They're gonna give their experiences of Fire Emblem Heroes. Let's get our guest Eddie to go first.
All right, guys. So I've never played a Fire Emblem game in my life. Never.
Oh my goodness.
Never. Yeah. My fiance loves to play Fire Emblem. She loves it so much. So I was telling her about the game, and I'm like, you know what? Let me give this a chance, try. And I was blown away. I did not know. I mean, it's just a mobile game, but I don't know how the console version or the 3DS versions of the games are. But if it's something like this, then I'm gonna enjoy it a lot. It's a lot of RPG elements. I love that I can equip different skills and stuff. And I was just impressed overall by the mobile game. I'm addicted. I play when I'm at work. I play it everywhere, man. Anywhere I can. Just like summoning the heroes. Yeah. The summoning of heroes is what ties me in the most. I want the best heroes, and I play Smash Bros. So I see Corrin, I see Ike, I see all these other Fire Emblem characters. I'm like, I want this character. I gotta keep on summoning until I get this character. So I mean, I've been addicted ever since it came out.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess
for those who haven't played this game, for like myself and people in the audience here, what do you do in this game?
I've never played a Fire Emblem game as well, so
I know.
Heresy!
Yes, I know. The first time I ever heard about anything Fire Emblem would be from Smash Brothers. That's what got me into knowing about any of the characters,
Power of
doing any
Smash
background
Brothers
information. And I've never played any of the games. I don't know. I just never thought I would be interested. So I tried this one out. I mean, it's free. Why not? What's up? It's on your phone. And I like the fact that it's kind of straightforward. There's no extra mechanics involved, and the battles are fast, considering that it is on your mobile device. The battles can be pretty fast, so you could be standing in line for like some food or groceries or an appointment or something. You could get about 2 or 3 battles done, no problem, before you even get called in for whatever your appointment, buying your groceries, all that stuff. So they made it in a way where you'll definitely not have to, pause or quit or stop or something like that. And even if you do, the game the game will stop itself. Like you turn off your phone or something, the game will still be on pause until you turn the application off itself. So so that was a good thing, because sometimes some programs you stop playing and the application will turn off, and then you lose your information and you're mad. So that was a good thing. How you play, it's pretty straightforward. You just basically you're gonna want to put, they have like a little chart, red, I think it's red, green, and blue or something, to for what characters are the strongest, which ones are weak against what kind of class and stuff like that. Kind of your basic RPG type of elements. You want to put your certain characters against other characters that are stronger in that class, and you want to keep your characters who are long range at a distance so they can shoot from far. Your characters who are like swords and stuff and spears and stuff, you want to get them up close so they can get their attacks and stuff. And it's pretty straightforward. You can level up your characters in a battle, or you can level them up using like crystals and special orbs and things of that nature. You can merge characters together. So if you have 2 of the same character but one is higher than the other, you could put some of the stats from your lower character to your higher character, and
that is such a good feature, right?
When it comes to those crystals and orbs and whatever, are those microtransaction, or how do you obtain those?
The orbs are, but you can actually get them in game. I've gotten plenty of them in game without having to pay for it.
I haven't had to spend $1 yet.
I haven't spent $1 yet, and I've been unlocking pretty high level type of characters and interesting ones for that matter. So it definitely sets it to where like you're not having to actually purchase to get those nice leveled characters and stuff. You can level them up on your own, or you can spend money to level them up. It's basically how you want to play the game. So if you're not, if you ain't got no money, you got moths coming out your pockets, then you're
so
fine.
The download is free.
Yes. It's free.
Okay.
Yep. So you just download it, play, go, good to go. If you want to, you're only paying money if you want to buy orbs or
So they struck a good balance then.
Yeah, it's a very good
it's a very good balance of like free to play and paid. Like, just to kind of add on to what Kuuppon was saying about pretty much everything, because she pretty much hit all of the points. She pretty much covered it. Like, one of the things that like I really, really like about Fire Emblem Heroes, as a person who's actually played the series. Bang, bang.
I'm sorry.
No, but anyway. Come on. So,
whatever.
The person who's actually played the actual mainline Fire Emblem, no, I'm not trying to throw shots, but I'm saying for real. I'm really about to make like a legitimate parallel here, okay? So the thing that I noticed is that it has the essence of what makes Fire Emblem, but it kind of simplifies it into a form factor that is suitable for mobile and on the go. Like, for example, in Fire Emblem Heroes, there is no permadeath or no option for permadeath. All of your like, if your character dies, it comes back whenever you're done with the mission. And the way that it works, like, say your entire party dies, it lets you like restart the mission again, like whenever, at a later date or whatever, let you come back to it. And that's really awesome because it showcases, remember how back, it was like a couple of investors meetings ago, like maybe like a year or so ago, they talked about how DNA was going to help them with their mobile component and their account system. And a part of that account system that DNA was going to work with Nintendo on is cloud services. And the cloud services are very apparent in Fire Emblem. Like Kuuppon said, whenever you're playing, like, your stuff is just stored, period, and you can go to a different device and still have access to your Fire Emblem Heroes information if you put in like your Nintendo ID or however you signed in and stuff like that.
The friend code. They brought that back.
Well, friend codes don't have anything to do with
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard
but
about
they
that. That's
still
so
brought
weird. They
them
brought friend
but
codes
friend
back.
codes
But that's
don't
for
have
that.
anything. Friend codes don't have anything to do with the overarching account
Yeah,
though, because
no.
like when you download Fire Emblem Heroes, you can log in with either your Facebook, your
Because
Twitter, or
I
your
use my
Nintendo ID.
Nintendo ID actually for
Yeah.
the Fire Emblem right now, so
Right.
I think
So
it
that's
carries
what I'm
over
saying.
that way. So
Right.
they definitely did that.
That's what I'm saying. Like everything is tied to whatever account
Your
that you used to sign into it initially. Like your friend
Finally.
codes are separate from all of that. It's just
Yeah.
in-game stuff.
That's just an in-game.
But about the combat and all of that, I know that a lot of people are probably like turned off by mobile games and stuff like that because their mobile games are not really meant to be like the meat and potatoes like you would if you were playing like on your Wii U or your 3D or something like that. But they found a way to make it strategic even still, because even though there's no permadeath in the game, you still have to be strategic in the way that you use your party members. Like how in Fire Emblem, like what Kuuppon was saying with like the green, blue, and the red, it's basically the same thing in the regular Fire Emblem games where sword beats axe, axe beats lance, I think, or no, lance beats axe. I think that's what it is. And it's still that strategy. So you still have to make sure that your party is aligned in a position to be to have the advantage versus the mission you're about to do. And like before you do the mission, I think it tells you like the characters, like what weapons that the characters are gonna have before you go into that mission. So you know, okay, if there's gonna be like some like range characters, like maybe make sure you also have a range character as well to kind of combat them, so you can get them from a distance and kind of have a little bit of an advantage. Or if there's like some X characters, you might want to take some people that are like lance characters, or might be like on a mount or something like that. That gives them an advantage over those characters. The story is not as fleshed out as say a Fire Emblem story from a mainline Fire Emblem. It's kind of like meh, because it's kind of really just based around, it's basically like Smash Brothers for Fire Emblem. Like, you know, the story is not that deep because it's all based around on getting those summons of those Fire Emblem characters that we know and love. You know, like you're spending your orbs, you're trying to get that Ike, you're trying to get that Chrom, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. So Fire Emblem Heroes, man, like kudos to Nintendo for finding a way to make a mobile experience something that core gamers could also appreciate, man. It's good, man, and it's free. So if you have ever had any interest in Fire Emblem, download that joint. It's good.
It seems like this is the one they got right, because Pokemon Go, they didn't make that. People just thought they did. And they brought out Miitomo, which was not the greatest thing in the world. And then they brought out Super Mario Run, which is a fantastic game, but $10 upfront for a mobile game is too much.
Yeah.
Which is why only 5% of people paid for it out of 70 million people that downloaded it. So that's a fail. But they got the app on people's phone, which I think was their actual intention, so they could market to you. But as far as purchasing the game, that was a fail. It seems like this one they got it right. It's free to play. That's what cell phone people are used to. They're used to microtransactions. So it's,
and you
it's
already
the right
know. And you already know people finna spend that money to get their waifus. Yeah.
Well, clearly they made $2.9 million on a free game. Like that was in one day, so it's obviously working.
I'm trying to get my husband. I'm trying to get that Ike. I'm trying to get Radiant Dawn Ike, the one with the pecs and the muscles and all that.
The Smash Brothers Ike.
Well, that's
Smash Brothers Ike.
There's the one from the Wii, which was like the scrawny teenage like Ike, and then there's the manly one.
Oh, okay.
The Wii U version.
Oh, damn. Watch out.
She wants the man. She don't want the
manly one.
Watch out.
Oh boy. Well, okay, so that's Fire Emblem Heroes. It sounds like a good game. Sounds like they got a winner on their hands.
On that game, guys. That's what it's all about.
Husband.
Husbandoos and waifus. Nintendo knows what people want.
Oh my god.
It's hubboos and waifus.
Oh, okay. Well, let's move on to the Switch. Kimishima had something interesting to say about the Switch. It has to do with Nintendo's paid online service. He said that Nintendo's paid online service is going to be key. It's a key to their business model going forward. He said online play with Switch is going to be something that's key to the business. With regard to the subscription fee that will be required when the paid system launches in the fall, Kimishima said there will be a lot of discussion within the company before they settled on a price that is reasonable for customers, which we know is going to be around $25 to $30 ish, based on yen conversion. And that's pretty good. It's half the price of PSN and Xbox Live. You don't get the same kind of features, and you don't get AAA games every month like the other consoles. But again, you're paying half the price. So I think they're trying to strike a good balance, because this is the first time a Nintendo console is going to charge you for online. So I think going straight to 60 might be something they're a little scared of doing.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this paid online? Are you okay with it?
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm gonna get out the way. I'm not really a big fan of paid online. Y'all already know that, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ever since I really started playing on PC heavy, man, I ain't really been feeling like it's been worth it, to be honest. I mean, of course, with, PlayStation and the Xbox, you get, games are gold, you get PlayStation Plus, and that's cool. And I've definitely benefited from those services. But at the end of the day, like, I don't really feel like it should be something that I have to pay for just to have an entry into an online service. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I appreciate PlayStation Plus and games with gold, because like, if you don't have like the money to get like games all the time, if you just pay like an annual fee, like, you good, and you get like some good games, and you have an instant library of games you can play. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, why couldn't that just be like a perk? But I still get to play online for free. How like on a PS3, like the online was free, and PlayStation Plus was. I was actually a PlayStation Plus subscriber when it was free, and if I didn't subscribe, it's like, it is what it is. I can still play online. I can still play Starhawk, which was a game that I really loved on the PS3. I don't know. I just think it's kind of bogus, man. And then especially like in the case of like Microsoft, and when they first announced the Xbox One, they did mention how they were going to try to work on getting like dedicated servers and stuff like that to kind of make your dollar a little bit worth it for your sub. But they still haven't incorporated those. So it's like, what am I paying for? Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, I like that y'all are giving me perks and stuff like that, but like, at the end of the day, it's like, what exactly am I paying for in relation to like this online thing?
What a lot of people don't understand is when you pay for Xbox Live or PSN, for example, some people are under the impression you're using Sony and Microsoft servers to play third-party games. You're not. When you play Battlefield, you're using EA servers. When you play Call of Duty, you're using Activision servers. So what are you paying for?
And I can give you guys an example like this. Right now, I am playing Halo 5 Forge, which is made by 343, and it is like a user-generated maps and stuff, but there's also maps in there made by 343 that you can play. I'm not paying for it, so it's like, obviously it's a Microsoft made game, and I'm playing online for free. Like, what am I paying for playing Halo 5?
I can play Gears of War online for free. Or I could go on my Xbox. Well, I had an Xbox. When I had it, I would have to pay $60 to play that one online. But you can play it for free on your computer. It's like, what are you paying for? Exactly.
But that being said, as far as Nintendo's online price is concerned, if they're gonna charge, it's best that they make it as cheap as they possibly can get it. Because for one, Nintendo doesn't have clout when it comes down to online. Nobody trusts Nintendo when it comes to online. I'm a Nintendo fan, been a long time Nintendo fan for over 20 years. I don't trust them with online. Feel me? So if you're going to do it, at least be cheap. But I still expect it to be good. I know there's a lot of people out there that's saying, oh, well, if it's cheap, then, don't really expect a whole lot. Like, no, I don't care if I'm paying $20 or $30. Just because it's cheap don't mean that I'm expecting trash. Like, I don't want no more freaking connection errors on Splatoon. Feel me? Like, if I'm paying, you need to make sure you make it worth the damn.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially when you consider that you have to use your cell phone to talk to people.
Man.
Oh my god. Don't mention that, man.
That makes me so mad, dude. It makes me so mad. Like, not only are you charging me to play online, but like a lot of the bulk of the features are supposed to be on an online app. I hope to goodness that it's a companion app and it's not like the service. And hopefully, if it is these servers that they use that window between launch and fall as like a way to kind of gauge how people are feeling about it, and they get that feedback, and people are actually honest with them, so they can fix it, because like that is just not okay.
We got like what 6 months of free before they start charging, so that's kind of like the beta test time. Yeah, they said fall.
The thing is, if we're gonna be beta testing the online, they need to listen
to what we say and implement.
And more importantly, Nintendo fans have to be very honest.
Very.
But you know, when I go on Twitter and I when I search on Twitter Nintendo Switch and then online, there's a lot of people talking about how they don't want the app. So that actually made me happy, because I did that after it was like announced.
It's good, because it like, why should you have to have 2 devices with you to do something that one device can do?
Exactly, it's stupid.
It's stupid. That kind of threw me off, to be honest. Also,
because it doesn't make sense.
They still haven't cleared up what that thing is, what it is. Like, it's just
like Reggie kind of just talks about it in passing.
Oh my god, this guy needs to just fucking go.
But they won't thoroughly explain it though.
But they won't just talk about
it. I don't
like,
get it.
Just explain your freaking product. This is the time to be explaining what you are selling on the market to your consumers. Explain what the hell it is. How hard is that, Nintendo? You're still doing this.
They're just scared. They feel like they messed up or something.
Are still
maybe
doing
that's what I'm guessing.
Because like it's a different.
Well, you're messing up by not saying nothing.
Because it's a different story. It's a different story when your online is free. Like with the Wii U's online is free, so it's like if it doesn't work that well, it's kind of like whatever, it's free.
Whatever, it's free.
But
I'm
like
not
when we're paying for this online service now, and they're not explaining what advantages they've improved their network with. They're not explaining why I need a cell phone to talk to people in a game. Right. It's just weird. Like, I'm not mad. It's just I want to know the details of the service you're forcing me to pay for now.
Right.
I was expecting more on the presentation when you just said about online. Like, I screamed when you said online.
Bro, that was the sneakiest shit ever.
Ice Cube or whatever.
It was like this. Oh, and by the way, we're gonna charge you for online. Oh, here's the Joy-Con. It's like holding a. It's like one ice cube, and now 2 ice cubes.
Right now, what about that online you were talking about a minute ago? What happened there?
Yeah, it seems like they're not done their online yet. Maybe they're still working on it. We're clearly beta testing it, which is why it's free till the fall.
Yeah.
But it's important that you are clear with them. Like people should be tweeting Nintendo after using the online. It's like, hey, this is the same shitty network since the Wii U. Fix this.
Help.
Like people need to be very clear, not sugarcoat things with them, because you're paying for this now. It's not free anymore.
For real, god dang.
Like Nintendo, about that garbage internet that we had in the during the Wii U era. Are you bringing it over?
And the best part is you can tweet them from your cell phone, since you have to use it for everything else anyways.
Pretty much. There you go. I'm tweeting from my online app that I got from Nintendo. That your online is garbage.
If I get one connection error in Splatoon 2, my guy, I'm gonna lose it.
Can just imagine this scenario, okay? This is a ridiculous scenario, but it could happen. You're out on the go. You're at a place where you have Wi-Fi, and you want to play Mario Kart with someone online, but your phone's out of battery, so you can't talk to your friend.
Let me tell you another bad scenario about having voice chat on your phone. You cannot hear both your game and the chat at the same time.
You can't hear the voice and the game at the same time. Makes no sense.
An oversight. And there's some people that say, "Oh, I'm happy they're doing this." How?
Like, is there a way they can stream?
They're blind Nintendo fans that are saying that. Like us,
those are the blind fans.
Go ahead and tell them.
There has to be it's obviously synced to the device. Like the phone is gonna sync to the Switch, so maybe the audio streams to your phone. You know what I mean? Like maybe it streams to the phone, so you get the audio from the voice chat and the game through the phone if you're using that. Like maybe, because like otherwise it doesn't make sense, because you're not gonna wear 2 pairs of headphones.
That's what I'm saying.
The only way.
So why do we have a jack on the system itself for like?
Why no Splatoon 2 is gonna have that voice chat? But
because I would assume that they would have, because while they were talking a lot of like underground topics. They were talking about how there's gonna be headphones specific for the Switch where you can have chat, speak, and all that other stuff. The headphones I have on right now are for PlayStation, but they're gonna have some just like this for the Switch. That was the underground talk that we're talking about. So why are you making these type of headphones for the Switch if we're gonna be using a fucking application on our goddamn phone? That's what's confusing me.
That's the confusing part. There
That
has
is
to be a way to
confusing.
use this voice chat and stuff without the app. There has to be. Because otherwise, why am I plugging headphones directly into the Switch?
I think the app is just to invites and stuff
But
like that.
Reggie specifically said you will be using voice chat with the
when
app.
have we ever believed everything he says anyway?
But the Splatoon devs showed you a diagram of how it works.
And they said that they were looking into voice chat one time, and then that was
because
no voice chat is in Splatoon 2. They've already confirmed
now
this.
I
Yeah.
heard
about
about
the
the
first
gonna
one.
be in the game too. Like
gotta have
some
friends
is gonna be
added, I
in the
think.
game.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be in the game.
Like,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
it's
that
in
Splatoon
game.
2 is
They
in
have
game, but like the party
Yeah.
chat is what's on that stupid smartphone.
maybe.
Yeah, no, they said that Splatoon 2 is in game. It's just that you can't chat with random party
You have
members.
to be
That
friends.
can be added.
Yeah.
That can be added.
Which is
So you
whatever.
gotta
That's
communicate
fine,
with your
whatever.
team for a game that needs
Well,
communication. Like, what
Well,
the
that's
heck?
fine, but
Yeah.
like if I
It's a
if I
good
play a
point, but I
random
don't-
game,
yeah.
but that's when it sucks. If I play a random game and I want to just join the voice chat, I gotta add them to my friend list or some crap like that. Like,
I don't like that.
no.
I mean, I don't
Especially
really
if you play
force it.
competitive in Splatoon. Like,
Yeah.
you need
Yeah,
that
yeah,
voice
yeah.
chat.
Randoms,
You need
I don't
that
really
voice
care.
chat.
Which is why I was happy they added voice chat to Splatoon, because that was always, to me, having no voice chat in Splatoon was retarded. So it never
agree.
made sense to me. It's
Here's
a,
the thing.
it's a
Okay, here's the thing.
cooperative
So when this
shooting
thing
game.
goes live, I think the best thing for us to do is check this crap out first of all,
Definitely.
and be very truthful and very honest about how it is good or bad. If you go in and
We
this
have
thing
to
is-
be all
is
the
lit,
things that Nintendo are not being. We have to
Like,
be
we need
transparent,
to be honest,
clear,
people.
and honest.
everything that Nintendo is not. Can we please be honest with ourselves as gamers, all of us listening to this right now? And when this thing drops, use it all day, every day. Check it out, see what it is, and whatever is not going right, let Nintendo know.
Tell
Tell
them, like,
them
hey,
so we
yeah,
can get
yeah,
it
let 'em
fixed.
know.
Because when we gotta drop them bones for this crap with an extra pop on the end of that, like no.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not
I don't
feeling
know.
it. The
We'll
only
see.
way that I am okay with this phone thing is if it's a companion app, and you can also do it on the thing, because as a companion app, it sounds pretty damn awesome, to be
Yeah,
honest.
that's fine.
Ain't nobody else doing that.
Right.
Or
That's cool.
if there's some way that you could maybe do it on your phone, and then there's some kind of lightweight interface that connects it to the Switch itself, and you can use it through the Switch kind of like by proxy. That's the only way I'm okay with that. But I don't prefer it at all.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
It
We'll
just
see.
seems
I would
unnecessary.
definitely be making my voice heard on Twitter if it
Oh,
comes
we know
out
this.
that that's what I'm doing. Y'all already know.
The
And
fire's
you'll be
gonna
having
flying.
several arguments with our buddy OJ. But yeah, let's get on with this. So yeah, key to the business online. We will see if it's key to your business. You think you'd want people to know about it, but whatever. Let's move on. This is an extra topic I forgot to bring in earlier, but Super Bowl just happened, and Nintendo had their very first Super Bowl commercial, and for the Switch. And needless to say, it was a massive success. Out of the top 10 talked about commercials, Nintendo was number 4, falling only behind Ford, Audi, and King's Hawaiian, which I have no idea what that is.
the rolls, like the rolls, those Hawaiian rolls.
Ooh, those are really good.
Oh, those are delicious.
They probably don't sell those here. I've never heard of that before.
Those?
But yeah, and Nintendo was number 4 with the Switch commercial, the Zelda commercial, which was an awesome commercial. It starts with the guy waking up, and he picks up his Switch. He starts to play Zelda. He goes, cooks his breakfast. He's playing his Switch while cooking, which I don't recommend because you might burn yourself. But
I'm playing Zelda trying to cook my boy. That food finna burn. You feel me?
he's a very irresponsible man, but whatever. It shows you what you can do with the Switch. I love this commercial. It was very smart. They showed you that you can take the Switch anywhere you want and play it. And then when he was done cooking and ready to eat, just popped it right into the dock, started playing with his Pro Controller. Perfect commercial. And it hit home. People understand the Switch. They want the Switch. pre-orders, they are selling out obviously like crazy, and the Super Bowl commercial is going to make it even harder to find a Switch. Best Buy, actually, no, Walmart opened up more Switch orders today. Pre-orders sold out 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So this thing,
and there's also some like some survey company that was trying to gauge like interest in like the Super Bowl commercials that aired, and apparently Nintendo was on the list.
Yeah,
like gained some interest from that Super Bowl commercial, which is actually really, really good for them.
Yeah, and that 30-second commercial cost them $5 million.
Yeah,
that is some expensive advertising, but it clearly worked. So.
Yeah.
They're finally reaching into their pockets to do something with that money that they've been so frugal about during
their marketing budget for the Switch year one is $485 million, which is a hell of a lot more than the Wii U. So
that's crazy for Nintendo, my boy. That is a crazy amount of money.
So only $5 million has been used for the Super Bowl. So that's a lot of money left over. So
we can't spend money on this.
But they got that war chest. They finna go balls to the wall.
They are never, ever going to let the Wii U situation happen again.
They learned.
But yeah, did you guys saw the commercial? What did you think of it?
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. It got the point across. It showed you how it could be used, and most importantly, it showed it in a core fashion. Like they didn't. I mean, like I like the extended commercial with the Joy-Cons and all that stuff because it really does tell you everything the Switch can do.
Mm-hmm.
But if for the typical probably mostly do, bro, I ain't even gonna lie, crowd watching the Super Bowl, they gonna understand that kind of stuff better because they see that you could play it regular controls. You can play it laying in your bed. Okay, put it on the dock, play it on your TV, and that's all they need to know.
Yeah,
like all of us that like the crazy.
The rest of us don't need to know about ice cubes and shit.
Yeah, the rest of us, they can find that out when they get like, oh dang, I can play like this too, and then that's how they'll find out. But people who aren't us, they can get that concept easier,
very
than
clear,
something else. So I think it was.
Yeah, what'd you think about it, Kuuppon?
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. My bad.
Oh, you didn't see the commercial? Nintendo has it on their website.
I'll watch it on the website.
Yeah, there's actually two versions. There's the Super Bowl version, which is 30 seconds. There's an extended one, which is like a minute and a half or something, or maybe 2 minutes. I actually don't like the longer version as much as I like the short one, because the longer version, they focus a lot on the casual stuff. They show a lot of Joy-Con stuff, they show a lot of kids and more of the casual side of the Switch, which is fine and all, but I'm glad they went with the more core audience for the commercial, because that's the people they are missing.
It's like they're learning the demographic of people. Like they understand that people who are actively looking for Nintendo Switch stuff will likely watch the extended cut online.
On YouTube.
And then the Super Bowl crowd will see the ad on, during the Super Bowl, the 30-minute one, the more simple one. Like that makes so much sense to me.
Mm-hmm. They're learning.
Yeah, they're doing a good job, man. I'm actually happy.
Yeah.
My sister we were watching Super Bowl together, and she didn't know what the Nintendo Switch was, and that commercial really grabbed her and her husband. So they want to Switch. I want to Switch. My dad's like, what the heck is that? It's crazy. I'm like, yeah, man, it's going to be freaking insane. Like, I had some family members messaging me because I'm normally known in my family as a gamer dude. I have all the systems. I play a lot of games. They come to me for questions. So I had my aunt coming to me. I had my uncle coming to me. Oh, you see that commercial? Do you know more about it? Can you tell me more? So I was like, damn, man, this commercial got out to people.
Yeah.
First time I'm getting contacted by my family members too about the Switch. They're like, hey, so what's up with this? I'm like, y'all don't normally call me. What is going on?
I had to talk to you. That's crazy.
The most brilliant thing about the Switch when it comes to marketing is the more that are out in the wild, the more people are going to get curious about it, and they're going to ask you when you see a group of people playing in the park or whatever, they're playing Mario Kart, you're going to see them and be like, what the hell is that thing? And you're going to ask them. That you can never have that with the Wii U because it's obviously a standard home console. It's tied to your house.
Markets itself being
it does
out there
like that. That's brilliant.
That's a good thing about it. You'll see somebody like on the bus or subway or in the park or somewhere just playing it. It'd be like, hey, what's that?
Exactly.
Oh, this is Nintendo Switch. See?
Because it's not a normal thing you would see. Like, everyone's used to seeing tablets. Everyone's used to seeing cell phones. You're not used to seeing things with, like, slidable controllers and whatever that play, like, full console games. Very smart idea. But let's move forward onto Time magazine. They had an interview with who did they talk to here? Kazumi and Takahashi. Kazumi's like the replacement for Miyamoto essentially, and I believe Takahashi is the
director
Mario director now. Yeah. So they had some interview with Time. We're not gonna go over the whole thing because it's like crazy long, but we'll focus on, where did we go? The Switch is a potential hub for future peripherals or connective ideas. It says, because you can remove the controllers from the system, it opens up a lot of possibilities for expansions on what you're able to do with the controllers or what you are able to connect to the system, says Kazumi. I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of ideas about what we might potentially get connected to the system, and perhaps suddenly one day we'll just pop up and say, hey, now there's this, though I can't give you any examples right now. That's exciting. That means that they
already have something in the
Mock up with
pipeline.
the GameCube controllers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Dude, that's gonna be insane if they do something like that, man. They need to.
Yeah, customized Joy-Cons, it seems like such a obvious idea. Like, at least themed ones, like a NES themed one, a Super NES themed one, obviously a GameCube one. These things need to happen, because I don't think just having the black ones and the red and blue one is really good enough. But what do you guys think, like, other than the Joy-Cons, what you could slide onto the tablet itself?
I mean, like I mentioned earlier today before we went live, I want one that has thumbs on top. Because I really like that style of play. To me, that feels good. But I like the stagger sticks too. I don't know. There's nothing really that I really care to attach to it. Like I'm okay with the current control methods that we have.
We'll probably have VR attached to it.
But I know that there's a lot of people out there that definitely do want like the GameCube attachments. Like that would make a lot of people happy.
Yeah.
It's really great.
I mean, if they're going to be throwing Smash Brothers over, which I smell on the horizon, then yeah, people are going to want those little, GameCube controllers and stuff like that. I see VR being a thing some kind of way somehow, so that's obvious, but that's the future, obviously. As far as like attaching to the sides and stuff like that and other stuff, I don't know. I can't really quite think that far. I mean, that's a Nintendo thing. They're good with that.
I don't know. I just never really cared. It's like,
but it's not something that I need for myself, at least. But I mean, if they have something that's interesting that they could attach to it that makes your gameplay even better, hey, more power to you. Right. Just don't make it mandatory, and I'm good.
Yeah.
Make it optional, and we're good. As long as everything that they add on from here on out for the Switch is optional, I'm cool with it. That means it gives everybody who doesn't want nothing to do with it, they can just keep it to the wayside, and the rest that want to try it out can try it out.
Yeah, true. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. Nintendo, I don't know. They do the most. They do the most.
They'll think of something.
They're usually coming up with stuff that you don't even really think that you even want or know you want. It's like they just come up with some out the blue stuff.
Hey, you need this.
Wait, I need that? What? Like,
no, I don't.
Yeah, like everybody's talking about like HD Rumble and how awesome it is. Like I want to try that. I never really thought that I needed HD Rumble. But now that you're talking about it, maybe I should try.
Like I personally am not sold on HD Rumble. I gotta try it first, I guess.
I gotta try it first. Yeah,
I have to try it, but it's like,
like maybe the way everybody who's tried it is making it sound, I'm just like, okay, maybe this is something I need to do.
From what I understand, it's just like normal Rumble, but there's like multiple ones placed throughout the Joy-Con, so it'll give you different feelings depending where it's rumbling, which is cool. But like,
and even the Pro Controller has HD Rumble, so it's I wonder how that.
The new Pro Controller does that as well.
Crazy.
They're sold out, by the way. I'm mad I didn't get one.
I got one.
I'm a little upset.
I can't get nothing.
I'll get it later.
That Pro Controller is like absurdly hard to find for some reason.
They only had it seemed like they only had 3.
I don't think they made that many.
They didn't make a lot, so like if they go up on pre-order somewhere, I suggest you get them then and there. If you really want to get one. I missed out. I had some other shit going on, but I'll get them.
Eddie, one of my homeboys asked where you got the Bowser hat. He said he needed it ASAP.
It's a secret, dude. I got it from Amazon, man. Just search up Bowser hats, and there's loads of them, man. It's amazing.
Amazon got it all.
They do. Amazon's pretty amazing. What is this? Nintendo just released a video, Nintendo Switch hardware overview, which I am watching, but it's mostly just stuff we already know. Tablet mode, Joy-Cons. They finally admitted that it has a touchscreen. I don't know why that took so long.
I don't know why that was even a thing. It's like it has
We already knew.
Capture buttons, ZR buttons. This is all stuff we already knew.
We gotta keep it a secret, guys. Don't let them know it's touchscreen.
Don't let them know this tablet has a touchscreen.
That's one thing we gotta work on, being super secretive.
It's so weird.
Yeah, you don't need to be super
So,
secretive. I
so
get it.
weird.
You don't want maybe the competition to know, but quite frankly,
I wonder if their tablet has a touchscreen. We better wait to launch.
Oh shoot, that's funny.
Okay, let's go back to the article here. Takahashi and Kazumi wooed third-party developers personally. The two of us have met with large number of third-party developers directly and done our Nintendo Switch presentation to them face-to-face, says Kazumi. There were many overseas developers who were presented the system to, who were very happy to see it. We did a number of these presentations last year, and we were actually pretty nervous doing them because we didn't know how the overseas developers, which of course he's talking about North American developers, were going to respond to it. And in each presentation, one of the last things that we showed was 1-2 Switch, a Nintendo developed party game that makes use of the removable controllers, blah 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 blah. Takahashi said 1-2 Switch turned out to be the peak of their joy in playing the system. Then adds, it also is funny to watch these middle-aged guys dancing as they play. Okay. That says a lot. That they're actually personally going to these third-party developers and showing them the system. Because as we all know, they didn't do that for the Wii U because they had already assumed people were just gonna jump on the Wii U because of how successful the Wii was. So they kind of had that we don't give a shit attitude, and then we saw what happened. So it's good that they actually went out of their way this time around. That's pretty good. Like, what do you guys think about that?
I think it's good, man. Like one of the things that a lot of developers complained about with the Nintendo Wii U was how they felt kind of lost at times because there was nobody to kind of show them how to develop for it.
Right.
And a lot of that, kind of resulted in a lot of missed opportunities for Nintendo in regards to like software support. So it's really good to see that Nintendo higher ups, because Koizumi and Takahashi are almost as high up as you're gonna get, man, because those dudes have been in Nintendo for a long time. Takahashi's he's the director of the Mario games. I think Koizumi is the producer of the Mario games, if I'm not mistaken. So like they have a lot of pull at Nintendo because y'all already know like Mario is like Nintendo's mascot. That's their baby. So for them to go and personally meet with third-party developers and kind of show them what the system is about, how you can make games for it, like that might have like an actual positive impact on a lot of these developers, because it's one thing for like just some person who works at these like studios to go and give them like some pointers and codes to put in and stuff like that, and then it's another thing when Koizumi himself comes to you and shows you how the thing actually works. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Yeah,
I think that's a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely a right direction.
That's
it
kind
gives us
of.
hope, to
Oh yeah,
be
go
honest.
ahead.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just to say it gives me hope. Because how how the Wii U turned out and how bad the third party support is, it gives me hope that they're actually going out there and talking to people about their system now. It gives me like, I'm gonna put a little bit of my faith back into you because you're doing that.
Yeah,
like
if we can be thankful for the Wii U for anything, it's that it humbled them.
Yeah.
They needed
exactly.
The worst thing you can do is come into a generation check. Like it happens time after time. When you win the previous generation, you come into the next one cocky and you suck. Like Sony with the PS2, they were on top of the world. They came into the PS3. Oh, we have a $600 console. Fuck you, pay me. And look what happened. And then they got humbled. They came back with the PS4. Nobody can stop them. And look what happened with Nintendo. They hit with the Wii, 100 million plus. They were like, nobody can touch us. We're going to come with the Wii U. We're not going to try. We're going to give you a half-ass console. We're not going to give you any games. Fuck you, buy our console. Look what happened. It's good when companies get humbled. Then you get a good product.
Oh yeah, they've been humbled a lot.
Yeah.
They ain't have no choice. They had
like crazy.
they got the ban hammer of life slapped
They
in their
just
face.
look
Like,
the
come.
Wii U and the Switch, although they are both technically tablet devices, they are polar opposites. The Wii U is hard to develop for, it's underpowered. They didn't help developers learn how to use the device. And you look at the Switch, easy to develop for, it uses current gen engines, and they're going out of the way to make sure that developers know how to use this thing. Completely different situations, which is why it's always confusing to me when people say this thing is just another Wii U. It's like, have you been paying attention?
Man.
Yeah, that is. I'm like,
I don't even
how
wanna
are
go
you
into
looking at the
that,
same
man.
thing that we're looking at?
I don't even want to go into there.
Yeah, like we all poke fun, we make fun of Nintendo, the Wii U, whatever, but like you can see the difference. Like it's very obvious.
Nugget difference.
It's a massive difference in attitude, how they're handling it, everything from even the design of the console. It looks to be a premium device, whereas the Wii U was like a Fisher Price toy.
Yeah.
So like they're different mentality completely. But that will lead us into the last topic before the main topic. That's Miyamoto talked about Nintendo's internal studios have mastered the Unreal Engine. This is pretty cool. Nintendo has learned how to use the Unreal Engine essentially to teach other developers how to use it on the Switch. Let's just go into what they had to say here. Where does it start? Okay, the ease of software development has also been felt by Nintendo's internal developers. Miyamoto told investors during a question and answer session in Kyoto. Also, even though game software developers in the US and EU are often said to have superior skills to their Japanese counterparts when it comes to software development techniques, that's debatable. Nintendo's software developers have mastered state-of-the-art technologies such as Unreal Engine, and their skills can now be compared to those of Western developers. Our developers are more excited than ever to create software. Miyamoto stopped short of claiming that Nintendo would use Unreal Engine for their own games, but the company is obviously de-emphasizing the importance of its own tools for in-house solutions. For our previous game platforms, creating our own development tools was a high priority for us. Managing executive officer Shinya Takahashi told investors. However, since the start of Nintendo Switch development, we have been aiming to realize an environment in which a variety of different third-party developers are able to easily develop compatible software, such as making it compatible with Unreal and Unity, as well as our own development tools. As a result, even companies with only a few developers have already started making games for the Nintendo Switch. Again, difference in attitude. During Wii U generation, they would never, ever give a shit about learning about the Unreal Engine.
Exactly. They wouldn't want to learn anybody else's engine because
they only cared about in-house stuff. Yeah, now they are going out of their way to learn Unreal Engine just on the off chance that developers need help from them on developing for the Switch. Like, if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what to say. Like,
it makes me happy, man. Like, they're learning.
They're getting it.
They
come out of your protective bubble a little bit. The world is out there. There's more to it than what you got internally. Come out. Embrace.
It's very exciting.
That makes me so happy, dude.
So it puts a warmness in my heart. It's like it's like watching your little kid, your little baby finally growing the fuck up. It's like, dude, you've been a child for too damn long. Get the hell out of the house. Go get a job. Go
come out just like that.
Girlfriend, boyfriend, something like just.
Oh Lord.
Yes.
Just like
Let
that.
me clap for that. I'll clap to that. Nintendo growing up, because a lot of the old sayings was, I grew up, but Nintendo didn't grow up with me, and that's true. It's like I'm grown up now. Like, what happened? Nintendo, I love the kitty vibe and everything from time to time, but that's oversaturated. We want some adultness with us. We want some of this stuff to grow up with us. What are you gonna do about that? And seeing that they're making the effort to understand other engines, to go out of their way to see, talk to devs and get them to understand their, concepts and things of that nature. they're growing up. They're getting out there. They're spreading their wings. They're open to other options, and that is great. I like to hear that. So that means maybe we'll get some more adult material, M-rated stuff. Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully.
Maybe.
But
damn.
I think the best part about them learning how to work with Unreal Engine 4 is the fact that almost everybody named Mama uses Unreal Engine 4. Japanese developers use Unreal Engine 4. Western developers use Unreal Engine 4. There's even indie developers out there that will use Unreal Engine 4 because they have a really good deal for developers that make it really easy to get a hold of their engine. Like almost
Gears of War
everybody
4
uses
used Unreal Engine.
Yeah, so it's like,
So for Nintendo to go out of their way to learn how to use Unreal Engine 4 and have it to work the best of its possible capabilities with the Nintendo Switch, like that is a big deal.
It's great.
It's a big step. That's a big step.
Yep.
But okay, so it's good. It's good to see that they're doing stuff like this. Hopefully, they do this with some other engines as well. Maybe they'll get into learning Vulkan and shit like that. Hopefully.
Vulkan would definitely benefit them. Like,
absolutely, yeah. Hopefully, Vulkan becomes the standard going forward because Vulkan's amazing. I don't know if you guys have ever tried Vulkan on Doom, but like when you switch from OpenGL to Vulkan, it's a massive improvement.
There's a couple of games that I play on PC that use the Vulkan API.
Yeah, it's pretty new. There's not too many that use it.
Yeah. Because, like when you're downloading PC games, that download certain APIs and stuff to make sure that it's running well. Like I got a couple that do use it. So
okay,
it's good.
But okay, that's it for the kind of minor topics. We can get into the main one now, and that is features that we want to see on the Switch. Online features, system features, OS features, whatever you want, it's all on the table. Let's go. I know what we won't get, at least not at launch, and that's a web browser.
Where's my internet browser?
I had to.
No, I need to see what's going on the web, y'all. Facebook, all that.
I personally, I just think it's freaking hilarious that we went from the Wii U that has the best console web browser to the Switch, which won't have a web browser, and now you're paying for online. I find that funny. I just think that's hilarious.
Like, could you imagine how we would be if we were like in a Xenoblade Chronicles X phase still,
oh my god,
with no Wii U browser, my guy?
Yeah, because that was like life for us. We couldn't.
The internet browser was our lifeblood when we played Xenoblade, man.
It really was.
It was. It's like Google. How do you do Google?
When Xenoblade Chronicles X2 comes out or whatever, like I'm gonna be so happy.
They better have a browser.
They better have that browser
by then it'll probably have the browser.
Or we can use our cell phone apps.
Right?
And
use the phone app.
Obviously there's no Blu-ray player because it's a cartridge-based system, so that was clear. Everybody should know that. But the browser thing, I find that hilarious. And the other stuff will come later. Like we know there's no Netflix, no YouTube streaming, none of that stuff at launch. Their reasoning is they wanted to focus on making a game system first. Okay, I don't really know what to say about that. Those stuff are coming later. Obviously, I want to see the web browser show up. I want the Netflix. I want the YouTube streaming. Just because, like, it's not that it's a mandatory thing. It's just like it's so standard at this point. Like, it's weird not to have it. Like, and this is a device you're going to take around with you. You're not going to only play games with it. You know what I mean? Like, as far as I'm concerned, this device, more than any other console, should have these features. Yeah. Because your Xbox is at home. At home, you have other devices with you that can do these things. Yeah. This is a portable device. Yes, you'll have your phone, and you have to use your phone for voice chat, but you shouldn't have to use your phone for everything. It's weird. Like, it'll get a web browser eventually. They said just not at launch. But YouTube app, the Netflix app, Hulu app, Amazon, whatever, all that stuff should be there. Mm-hmm. I would like the WWE network to be there. I want to be able to stream to YouTube. I want to be able to stream to Twitch. Yeah. That is something I've become accustomed to from the other consoles and from PCs, so that's something I want. They said game recording will come later in update. that's good. You'll need to get a memory card, obviously, to do that. You can capture screenshots. They haven't said where you can share the screenshots to. Facebook, Twitter, maybe Instagram. I don't know. Hopefully. There's not too many features I want. It's mainly just the streaming stuff and the video recording stuff like that. What about you guys?
You basically said what I wanted. You basically, I want the streaming. That's the main thing I really want, man, is the streaming. I know some people don't have their Elgatos or anything like that,
Right.
And that will help them, so much. It'll help other people get to see what other people are playing on the Nintendo Switch also. So
Yes.
It'll be popping up a lot on the Twitch pages if they get that streaming on there.
Yep.
That's really what I want.
Yeah, what I want from the Nintendo Switch is I want real multitasking, I want to be able to do stuff have something open and put something to the side and have that open and say when they do bring the web browser, right, and we're playing Xenoblade 2.
Yeah.
I want to be able to play Xenoblade 2 and then open up my browser and be able to switch back and forth and still be on the same page I was on when I left it. I want real multitasking.
You mean not suspending the software?
Yeah, not that whole suspend stuff. I want real multitasking. I want them to bring gifting back. Back during the Wii era, they had it to where you could buy something from the Wii shop.
Right.
You could send it to your friend's Wii, and they'll get it and they'll be able to download it on their Wii and stuff like that. I want them to bring that back. And they had something that was kind of like a workaround during the Wii U era. You could just go to the Nintendo website and buy a game and get a code and send it to your friends. They got rid of that. They took that away. So it's can we get gifting back? That would be high.
I would rather have the code thing from the website.
Yeah, I would rather have that too. Bring that back. You know what I mean? I want some kind of cloud storage, some kind of cloud saves, because DNA is supposed to be working on it. And I feel at this point, because I'm so perturbed about this potential smartphone app situation, that DNA got to pay what they weigh at this point. So at least give us cloud saves, my dude. I mean, we only got 32 gigs of internal. At least give us cloud saves. Come on. Come on. Come on, dude. Let's see what I want. I want my online features on the freaking device, because there's no reason why.
Oh yes.
This thing can double as a portable device, but I don't have all the features of my tablet. I can make calls on my tablet with my Facebook app or with Discord or whatever. Yeah. I need to be able to do it on my Switch. Anything that I could do on any portable device like my phone or my tablet, I want to do on my Switch. I know everything is not going to be one-to-one, but it needs to have a lot of stuff that makes a portable device a portable device. You cannot be a portable device and not have a browser. That's just not.
It doesn't make sense.
No.
Then it's not a portable device anymore.
Yeah, because at least if there's no Hulu at launch, you can at least go to Hulu.com on your browser.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you can't even do that. So if you
ain't got a browser to even do that.
I appreciate the fact that Nintendo was making it a point to get everything else right. I appreciate that. I see a lot of good things that Nintendo's doing with the Switch. But there's a lot of stuff that needs to be made clear, And browser is one of them. And online is a big deal for me. I can deal without a browser for a little bit. Just don't make us wait too long. But that online has to be legit, because y'all are charging that has to be legit.
Flawless. I woke up like this.
Exactly. It has to be damn near flawless. That's just real.
Y'all say flawless.
I need to know what this virtual console situation is. What's this virtual console situation gonna be like? Is it gonna be a service? Is it just gonna be digital download?
They haven't said a peep about the virtual console yet.
Yeah, what's going on with the virtual console? Is there even going to be a virtual console outside of those month-to-month games? It better be.
So.
There has to be.
If it ain't no virtual console, it's going to be a problem for me. There's certain things that Nintendo has made standard that I'm accustomed to. Virtual console has to be there, period. I will not accept no virtual console. I just can't do that.
That's unacceptable. It has to be there. They've been doing it for so long.
Yeah. And another thing that I want is I actually want notifications on the actual system.
Yes.
You mean the system that's a tablet and has a giant screen on it? You want notifications to show up on the screen? Really? No? Really?
I don't don't want no more. My home screen is
Blinking
lighting
is
up
blue.
blue.
Like I don't know what
Bro,
that
they-
means. Tell me what
The
that
switch,
means.
the share button blinks though.
That's
No,
what
I
they
don't-
said. The share button.
I don't
blinks.
want to know. No.
It blinks though. They already
Blink.
confirmed it. There's a little
want
light
something
around it that
pop up on
blinks.
the
Man,
Like,
that
yo,
better
bro, you
not
gotta
be.
message.
That better not
Exactly.
be.
That better not be the only way.
On-screen one.
Hey, I'm
It
just
better not be
saying,
the
we had the
only way.
Wii U 2 screens, no notifications.
No notifications on none of them.
Nothing.
I don't get. Well, I'm not gonna say anything because I don't know yet. I haven't played
Well,
this. I haven't got the
well-
stuff yet, so.
Okay, well, if you can't even do on-screen notifications, can you at least like ring my freaking? Since you got the phone app, can you
I-
ring the phone?
I honestly,
Come on.
I wouldn't be
Hold on.
surprised if
Fucking
the
ActivesiN
messages
is
went to
trying
your phone
contact you
instead.
on the freaking thing. Like, can you do that?
Maybe you type the messages on the phone and it displays on the Switch, or maybe it just displays on the phone.
That would be nice. I wouldn't
And
mind
that
that.
would be a really good use of
I wouldn't mind
cloud-based
that.
services.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you can message on the phone, then it pops up on the Switch. That's actually way better because that's a
Like-
much faster way to
I'd
type.
like that.
That's
yeah.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, if DNA is actually doing this cloud thing, and they are serious about this cloud thing, that stuff better be in the freaking cloud.
Yeah, like
No
the
Microsoft. It needs to
phone,
be in the
the
cloud.
phone could be a very powerful
The
companion,
cloud.
but it can't be the main way you handle the Switch.
It can be the main way.
Like it
I
could
got
be
a
a
logo for
fantastic
the cloud, too.
supporting device, like to type faster as opposed to typing on the Switch instead of having to buy a stupid little chat pad that you bump into the bottom of the Switch.
Oh, I hate those.
Oh yeah.
No, thank you.
No,
I
thank
mean,
you.
they're useful, but it's annoying.
Yeah, like if you can just type a message on the phone and it pops up on the Switch
On your
screen,
On screen.
that
yeah.
would be good.
That's perfect. That was something I was thinking about
Yeah.
as far as one of the features. Obviously, web browser. Obviously, I want
Like
you
it,
know,
seems
virtual
like they're
console,
putting a
like-
lot of faith in this app. So I think a lot of our
Hopefully
predictions
it's
need to
good,
be
man.
app based.
Apparently, but like I said, like if you can't even do the freaking on-screen notification, you got an app that you're screaming at us about. Can you at least put an on-screen or call my phone or something? I don't know, on my
Yeah.
phone, something, so I know that there's something going on, so I can
Fire
contact
Emblem
Nia.
notifications.
Yeah, so I mean, so I can contact Nia or Alex or whatever, be like, oh, yo, we're playing Mario Kart. You want to join? Oh, okay, cool. Join. Let's go. Something like, don't give me no damn freaking blinking light that I'm not gonna be looking
Nah,
at.
fam. I'm not
And even if you give me a blinking light, that light better say something. Hey, there you got a notification. It needs to. There need to be a freaking
Like-
microphone on that thing talking as soon as you get that blinking.
The
thing.
only way I'll accept this blinking light is if first it pops up on the screen and you see the message, but if you had forgotten it, the light is there to remind you you had gotten a message.
Yeah, that
And then
one.
you click
That's
the
good.
light and
I
then
like
it pops
that.
back up on the screen.
That
Yeah.
I can roll.
I dig that, man. That's
Like,
good.
hey, my lights are blinking, and maybe I missed something.
That's
so
just
check
like a
it out.
notification light on your phone. Same idea.
That works.
That makes
That- I
sense.
could deal with
But
that.
the Wii U's light never made sense to me. Oh,
No,
it
it
could
just
be
pops
it
up.
could be a message. It could be
Or your
Nintendo trying to
Wii U
sell
would
me a
turn on
game.
automatically.
It could be a Miiverse
It
app
Oh, I
could be
thing.
remember that.
anything.
It could have been anything. There was
But your Wii U turn it on, and you're just like, why is this
Like
thing
that-
on? Oh,
that
by
actually,
the way, there's
um,
something.
Sale for
We have a
you.
sale going
It's like,
on
what?
in the freaking eShop. It's like,
I'm
dude,
sleeping.
you had to turn on for that.
Sometimes that thing just like turns on at like
It's like
1
3 in the
a.m. and it's
morning
like
and
we
it
have a
goes-
sale on
That's something
Yoshi
I
games.
could do
What the
without.
fuck?
That's something I do without. Okay, the blinking light, cool, whatever. If it's letting me know something, there's a sale going on. Don't turn on my fucking system, please and thanks.
Oh, that's gonna
Do not
continue.
do that.
You better believe
Like,
that.
stop that crap. Nintendo, stop that. You never
That-
did that before.
That's
Don't start doing
that's
that stuff
direct
more.
advertising. That's not stopping.
That's fine. You can still blink the light when I turn the thing on, and it's like, hey, there's a sale on the freaking eShop or something. That's cool. I don't have a problem with that. But do not turn my freaking thing on. It's sleep right now. Leave it the hell alone to charge or do what it does. Like, leave it alone.
Every time that Wii U gamepad would turn on and like show me an advertisement, I would just laugh because I'm just like, you guys prove to me every single time when you do this, you could have did on-screen notifications, but you didn't.
But
want to.
chose not to.
It's literally telling you, hey, we could have did
We
on
coulda
screen
did it.
notifications, but we chose
Hey,
not to. But
we-
hey, there's an eShop sale.
We can even turn your Wii U on without asking you. We we have the capability.
But we just chose not to do
Man.
it because
That's the stuff that always makes me laugh.
it is pretty funny.
But when it comes to virtual console, like I don't want to buy the games anymore. I want a Netflix service. I want
I
to be
wouldn't
able
mind
to
it. Yeah, definitely.
I
stream
wouldn't
the
mind
games.
that either.
Like give it or put it in an optional format for people.
Well, yeah,
who
like
wanna
you can
still
buy.
but like give us the streaming service too.
Yeah,
'cause
like you
some
can
games
obviously
just don't
buy the
wanna
game
buy
if
'em.
you want to, but
Yeah.
like otherwise,
Yeah.
like a Netflix style streaming for the virtual console games tied to your
Yeah.
new online subscription
That
would be
great.
awesome.
Speaking of that, if you guys are not subscribed to the BitBlock, go check out his his mock-up. He made like an actual mock-up of what a Netflix like
It was pretty
virtual
cool.
console
Yeah.
It looks
would
good.
look like, and it looks
That
so
video was
dope.
great, yeah.
Yeah.
That's something I want to see. eShop, they haven't really talked about. I assume there's an eShop because there's a bunch of indie games coming to the Switch.
Right.
Yeah, there's gonna be an eShop. It's supposed to be up day one.
I would hope so. you have like,
Unlike other things.
you have like 6 indie games
Oh,
at launch.
Lord.
Where else are you gonna get them from?
Oh man.
Oh, we're gonna get an
I-
announcement tomorrow. Hey, by the way, the eShop won't be open on launch. What?
They better not.
they
Please don't
can't.
jinx
They
it,
can't
please.
keep doing that though. Like a few things not open on launch, I can okay certain things, but eShop needs to be day one, point blank. I'm
So
not having it.
Miiverse is dead, right? They confirmed that already.
Yeah, Miiverse is not coming
It is
back.
gone.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Rip.
Miiverse used to be cool, but like I don't know. They
They
kinda,
could have improved on it if they really wanted to, because but see, they were punishing people for posting adult stuff
yeah,
on
like
there.
I like the concept of Miiverse.
Like-
It's a gamer centric social media because
Yeah.
obviously not everyone on your Facebook and Twitter wants to see you post about video games all day, but on
Right.
Miiverse you can and you're encouraged to. But like the micromanaging and the deleting
It
of
was-
everything that
it
just
was
it
too
kills the vibe and that.
Yeah.
Couldn't advertise your YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
exactly.
Twitch
Like
channel,
stuff like that
nothing.
is so
You say
dumb.
something
They-
fairly like
they-
what was the word you used that day?
I said
Did you
noob.
And, yeah, noob.
I said
And-
noob and I got banned for 2
You
weeks.
got banned.
That's crazy.
Noob.
No, I'm not even
Yeah.
joking. Like it was when Splatoon, when Splatoon first came out, and because I've been playing Call of Duty for so many years, like I was really good at Splatoon, and all these kids suck because they're. I guess this is the first time Nintendo guys have ever played a fucking shooting game. So like I was destroying them, and all I wrote on Miiverse was like, why are there so many noobs on Splatoon? And then I got banned for 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
And that is like
Like that's not even
micromanaging to
that
the
happened.
50th
That was
degree.
real.
So yeah, stuff
Can't
like
believe
that.
That's
No.
insane.
Yeah.
No, that's
That's nuts.
Yeah, it happened. Oh no, somebody else got banned for posting a picture of Bayonetta doing the splits in that one.
Oh, yeah.
Bayonetta 2. She did splits and shows her butt and all that stuff, and they got banned for that. It's like, dude, this is your freaking game on your freaking system.
It's like that doesn't
Why are
make
you
sense
doing
because like to get into the Bayonetta 2 community on
have to
Miiverse,
be
you have to be an
you
adult.
have to be an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
why
your
are you
community.
banning anybody
that's what
in
I'm
that
saying. That's
community?
weird.
That's
weird.
crazy, right?
Yeah.
And it's your
bizarre.
game on your system and stuff, and
Crazy.
they were banning. Stupid.
Like, bye Miiverse, I guess.
That's
like,
why the parental control thing. I'm glad they're kind of. I guess they're giving us
that,
control.
that parental control app is actually pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it
see,
is.
but I'm still kind of curious. Are they gonna still try to backdoor parental controls on their end? Like
I
you,
don't
you,
think
you
so
kinda-
because like
I
why
hope
else?
They
not.
better not, dude.
I don't think so because
I
like
hope
that's why
not.
the
I
whole
get so
idea of the app
mad.
is for it.
But
Well,
they've
yeah, I know,
always
but-
had parental controls, Alex. They've always
they
had
always
parental controls in their devices, though.
They still micromanage you and your and your kids and stuff. Like,
Hey,
hey, we're
If-
your parents. We're your kids' parents. We're your parents' parents.
I'll look at it this way: if if the voice chat is handled in an app and it's not built into the system, I don't think parental controls are either. I think they want the system to be as light as possible. Apparently,
Like, I understand that and I feel that, but y'all can find a way, man. I'm not trying to do all of this stuff through the app, man.
Hey, let me have your. I'm gonna get parental controls for your Switch, yo. I'm gonna turn that motherfucker off. I was just turn it off one day, be like, no.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, like Nintendo needs to give over the reins. Let these parents act
they
like
are
freaking-
though. Like that's why I like the app so much. It's cool
I like
that
the
they're
app for that.
and the app
but-
seems like it's like pretty intuitive, simple to use.
And it seems simple to use.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's kind of straightforward. No, you can't watch this. No, you got 2 hours to play video games.
Yeah,
Nope,
yeah,
turn
that's
that
awesome.
motherfucker off.
Yeah. And that
No,
they
you
did
can't
with
use
Bowser
voice
was
chat.
fucking
Get out of
amazing.
here with them. Man. So, I mean, it's straightforward. So you got to use it.
And that's the best part is like you can actually disable the voice chat from the app, so like then you don't have to worry about them talking to adults, which is what Nintendo's so obsessed with. So that solves that problem.
Yeah, the parental control app is dope. Like I give them
it's awesome
for actually giving parents ultimate control. But if y'all are using this parental controls app to make sure that the parent has like ultimate control over what's going on in the system, then don't parent the rest of us.
Right.
Let them handle that.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
If the kid stumbles across something that he shouldn't have been in, guess what? That was the parent's fault.
Right.
Be like, hey, but yo, before you start blaming Nintendo for that, remember that commercial with Bowser and Bowser Jr. where they showed you how to use parental controls? Did you watch that? Did you know that was a thing? No?
Like, as annoying as it would be, I think that when you first boot up the Switch, they should play that video.
They should.
Yeah. That would be great.
Like, unskippable. You have to watch it.
That's fine. I honestly wouldn't care.
Of course. Only the first time when the initial setup of the console. Not every time. Yeah.
No, when you initially start the thing, they show you that unskippable.
The initial setup.
How to get back to it later if you want to see it again. But
I agree with that. That's actually really good. So if the kids are setting up with their parents, the parents are like, "Oh, what's this video?" And they'll be able to see it together with
exactly. Then they'll download the app and
really good to go. Parents today, they completely overlook parental controls on almost every device that has it these days. It's like, well, why is my kid such as because the parental controls? You ain't acting like a parent. Shut up. It's your fault.
Oh my god.
That's why they should really put that stuff more like strictly prominent in their team, in their terms of service.
Right. We are not held responsible for what your little badass baby kid get into because you didn't use parental controls. That ain't got nothing to do with us. So if you try to sue us, the first thing we gonna ask is, did you use the parental controls? No? Then you can't sue us. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Oh my.
Alicia.
I'm trying to think, what other features should we get? I know we have to use SD cards, and they were only considering external hard drives, but I would like external hard drives.
I would too.
Oh yes.
Just as a backup, because
I would like the option.
Yeah.
Because obviously external hard drives are much cheaper to get, like 2 terabytes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. at this point, and it's a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
I know
that's probably one of the things that may have concerned Nintendo, or maybe one of the things that it's not out of the question. I should put it out there. It's not out of the question for them to use external hard drives. They're still thinking on it, but for sure there's going to be micro SDs for you to use. Mm-hmm. But I think one of the things that they're really thinking about is like, say you have your external hooked up to the dock. Mm-hmm. Maybe taking your Switch out of the dock, if you so choose to do that, can kind of mess up the external hard drive. So
that's probably the problem they're having.
Yeah, so they're probably concerned about like the failure rates of like external hard
that does
drives.
Make sense.
So maybe what they could do is have some kind of option, or if they ever decide to do it, like put some kind of option on the Switch to say, okay, I'm undocking, and it like, you know, like how when you're on your PC or you're trying to like take out your flash drive and you have the option to eject.
Yeah. The safe
like
eject mode.
Yeah, so like maybe that could be like incorporated into the Switch as like in an update if they ever decide to bring like the external over, so that it can safely undock and safely eject from your external.
I think if they got the cloud saving on point, then it could probably transfer from the hard drive to the system and then save it on the memory card.
Yeah, that would be good.
Maybe that's something they can work out. I don't know, but maybe that would take longer to do.
Like as far as and then the cloud saves it onto the hard drive.
Yeah, like onto the memory card, so you can take it on the go. Because like as far as I understand, SD cards have a higher fail rate than a hard drive.
SD cards?
Yeah, because they are not built to last as long. Because they don't have as long of a lifespan with the read and writes.
Yeah.
So that could be some little concerning thing. I don't know if it's a big deal if it's just for save files, so maybe that's not a big deal. But we'll have to see. That's something that could be concerning.
Mm-hmm.
But that's something you have to get, especially if you're the kind of guy who's gonna get digital games. You have to get it because 32 gigs is gonna fill up immediately. I'm going cartridges, so I don't really care. The 32 gigs, I probably won't even need more than that, to be honest. But like, if you're going with it digital, then Zelda takes up 11 gigs.
Yeah. I mean, like, if they get this virtual console on point and like I ain't gotta like pay. Like, you know, but I mean, those games don't really take up a lot of memory, so I guess that really wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, no.
So,
especially like virtual console games, indie games, they're very small.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Nintendo's really good at compressing their games, so that's
like
I'm happy about. Also,
3D
really
3D World's not even 2 gigs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Surprised by that. Really surprised. That's one thing I'm happy about them that they get right at least.
Yeah, they're very good at. I don't know why nobody else can do that. Like. Most AAA games are like 50, 60. We're hitting like almost 90 gigs for a game now. Like,
dude,
that's absurd.
My freaking boyfriend bought me Rainbow Six Siege on PC. That joint is like 57 gigs, my dude.
Bro, if you buy Master Chief Collection today, it's 90 gigs.
Yeah, because of the install too.
Yeah.
Like the actual game plus the install, like,
and
is
same thing with Halo 5. If you buy it now, because of all the extra content they've been giving out since the game launched, that's almost like I think 80 gigs now.
Yeah,
it's just insane.
It's nuts.
Like I spent a whole day downloading freaking Halo Master Chief Collection.
It took me like 2 days to install Halo 5. Because I had like the internet was just going super slow. I don't know why, but it took so long. I was so mad.
I bet, man.
It's like, can I just play my game?
That's the best thing about cartridge based.
Oh,
man.
I love it. I love it. And
that.
they're not talking about that, which is very weird. Because like to me, one of the biggest advantages of the Switch is the only console out that actually works like a console. You plug your game in and you go.
You plug your in and you go. You start playing.
No 2-hour downloading of a game because.
Like, oh, wait a minute, we got 5 hours before you can play Breath of the Wild.
Oh, you just came home from 8 hours of work and you want to play your game? Psych! Time to install.
Shoot.
Man.
That's
normally I would just install those games while I was at work. And you still come home and it still ain't unstill.
Oh my god, right? And you be like,
wait a minute, I installed this thing this morning before I even went to work. It is literally 10 o'clock at night and you still talking about 2 more hours? What?
Exactly. Oh, I hated that, dude.
What other features do you guys want to see?
2 more hours.
What other features do you guys want to see on the Switch? I know we're missing some stuff.
I think we kind of covered most of it.
We kind of covered it, but I'm pretty sure there's something we'll think about once we're off, off air.
Features
like that.
Oh, no, I forgot one. This is a stupid one, but it's something we never had on the Wii U. Wallpapers. I like having custom wallpapers.
Yes.
Wallpapers. I would love music.
Definitely.
You can do that on 3DS. Man, the 3DS has some of the best.
That's great.
Yeah.
I hope they bring that over.
Panoramic ones. Oh my god.
I hope they bring some of those features over. That would be nice. They just bring all that over and give us customizable like backdrops and all that stuff.
Yep.
That'd be great. And then it plays music and stuff too.
Yeah, like the music. I got the hardest panoramic freaking Skyward Sword wallpaper on my 3DS
I got the,
right now.
Link Between World ones right now.
That joint is so
and it
hard.
plays the music. Although I'm pretty sure the Legend of Zelda music is new now, so I'm gonna have to figure out what the new theme is.
Oh yeah, they're gonna change the theme a little bit.
Breath of the Wild panoramic theme for the Switch.
With the music and everything.
Oh, come on!
I would love it. Oh, and it I also confirmed that there is a face on the freaking amiibo for the rider.
Good.
Because I was about to get Control Alt Delete that pre-order.
Right? Control Alt Delete.
Gone. I was like, wow, that's unfortunate. You don't have a face.
Oh my god.
Well, you're gonna have to get out my face.
Wow. Okay. Okay, I guess that's it for features. So I guess we can get into questions. Question time.
Questions. Let's see what we got here.
First question, of course, as usual, is from Dave J. Why does Sega suck?
Really?
He's awesome. You're awesome.
I think Dave J is starting to take EJ Johnston's place because EJ Johnston would usually be like the first one to come through and like ask all kinds of questions. Dave J coming through now.
Dave J always has the hard-hitting questions about Sega. Why does Sega suck? It's very simple, because they do. There you go.
It's you know, their nature.
It's in their nature to be second class. Like who you want to rock with?
On a Nintendo fanboy podcast.
Yes, this is true. But like, let's be real. Who do you want to mess with? Sonic or Mario? Come on.
I'm just saying, ain't nobody got no Sega podcast going on.
Oh no! Don't. That's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt real soul, man.
Just saying, you know, we ain't got no Sega.
Ouch.
Now Real Gamer's gonna start his Sega cast.
Welcome to the first ever and only Sega cast.
Every week will be the same topic:
anywhere.
the good times of Sega. And that'll be the same.
He already got one lined up.
Oh yeah, that's true. He wanted to do a Nintendo versus Sega cast with me and Nick.
How
I was
you
like,
gonna do a versus? Like, you got one company dead. And
yeah,
another
like
one...
if I guess if you want to have a one-sided beating, let's go. But like,
Oh man.
let's go on to a real question, I suppose. How many consoles do you think the Switch will sell on day one? We know 2 million at least, because all the pre-orders are sold.
So that's the thing.
Definitely.
That depends if they're gonna have some on
minus
stock
the-
for non-pre-order people.
Yeah, it depends
Well,
on.
they said that they are gonna have some some extra stock because they noticed the pre-orders are already you know, in and stuff. Plus the people who canceled their pre-orders, so people claiming to cancel their pre-orders, those
People
are still
who
gonna
are
go to the
canceling
stores
their
and stuff.
pre-orders are like retarded. Because even if
Well,
you don't
yeah.
want the Switch anymore, you could sell your Switch for
Right.
double the price you paid for it.
Yeah, but you know that's whatevs. But those who cancel their pre-orders, those are still gonna go into the stores that they were previously pre-ordered to, so they'll have extra in stock. So and then plus their production is already underway with the current Switches right now that they'll be bringing in upon you know launch day and onward past launch day. So they'll be making the plan. So I'm assuming maybe I don't know. Wait, well definitely 2 mil.
It's a minimum 2 million.
5 maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
5 mil maybe.
In a day.
Oh, he said in a day.
Yeah, one day. Day one.
Oh, one day? Well, seeing as how they're the freaking Nintendo store, I saw the Nintendo store people's pre-orders and it went around the block like for days.
Yeah.
And then is this like a worldwide thing or just North America?
Yeah, of course, worldwide. Doesn't matter.
Worldwide, probably.
I don't know.
For first day, I say the initial stock 2 mil.
Initial stock, I'll say 3 just to give it a little.
It depends if they have extra stock, because like I think they'll sell as many as they have in stores. Like it's obviously minimum 2 million, but it's like if they have more on launch day to sell.
If
for
they
people.
have more, I would say 3 to 4 mil. If they just have initial stock, then obviously the 2 mil. So Nintendo, you need to be getting productions out there a little
They
faster.
gotta make
Oh,
more,
like-
man.
I'll put it this way: if they had 5 million available total, including the pre-orders, I think they could push through that in a day. At this point, because
Oh,
that's the ridiculous amount of excitement behind this. And when you take into the account the Super Bowl commercial, there's a lot of
people.
that's a lot of people who had
Yeah.
previously not looked at the device.
Yeah.
Don't even know Nintendo.
I don't
still
know. I
exists.
would probably say like maybe in a week. I don't know about same day.
Well, whatever.
crazy.
Like it's at least 2
I'll
million.
say, I'll say upon launch in the full week. Like I'm gonna give it that whole week,
Yeah.
launch day and that week.
We can all essentially safely assume minimum 2 million for day one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
It's
for
from what I
sure.
remember in America, PS4 sold 1 million in one day, and Xbox also
Yeah.
sold about 1 million. Switch will do the same because there's 1 million for North America, then it's 1 million for the rest of the world. So they'll be on pace with the other consoles, which is a good thing. So yeah, I think we're all pretty much unanimous there.
Yeah.
But this thing is going to be a massive Massive success. Maybe
Oh,
not
yes,
Wii
definitely.
levels, but it's gonna be very good. Maybe 3DS levels. Either way, it's gonna it's gonna eclipse the Wii U, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Here's a fantastic question from Mr. Dave J. What are you hyped for games that are coming to the Wii U?
I guess Zelda counts, right?
Are
Oh
you
my.
hyped for the Zelda Wii U though?
Not
I'm
on
ready for-
Wii
I'm
U,
ready for
though, but it
Zelda
is a
Wii U,
game that
man.
is coming for Wii U.
I can't wait for that game. It's gonna be so great.
You can just tell that game is something special.
Yeah. If it's not, I'm gonna be like, y'all lied to me.
It would be the first time I ever felt disappointed in for a Zelda game being, behind. With all
I'm
the
just
hype.
like
I've never been
curious
disappointed in a
how
Zelda game.
do you play this game? Because there's no specific order how you have to do things. You don't have
I
to.
know,
You don't have to do
right?
any
So
dungeon
however
in
you want
any
it,
order.
basically, right?
And there's like 100
I'm
dungeons.
just gonna do the story the first time around, and then maybe the next.
But
time
it's like,
around,
how do
try
you
to get
even know where to
everything.
start? 'Cause
Exactly.
there's no starting point, really.
Just go.
Maybe
I
they'll
don't
lead
know.
you a little bit on, and then be
I'm
like, you know
pretty
what,
sure
be
they
a
have.
child, just go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have some kind of little breadcrumbs to kind of get you.
They must tell
to
you
where
the
need to
main
go,
missions, and then you can just kind of do whatever until you feel like doing the
Yeah.
mission.
But even if it's like legitimately like open world, like you start off in a little like place you're at, the little
Yeah.
what is it?
The
What do you call it?
plateau?
Tomb
Yeah.
or whatever. And then you go out, and then they just tell you to just go. Like, what are you gonna do? Because
They're like,
even
yeah,
with
go.
Xenoblade, they tell you where to go next.
Yeah.
We're not just wandering around Mirror. Like they at least tell you, okay, go here.
You need to go here. Go get it.
But in Zelda, the way that they're making it seem like it's like they're not
It's
gonna
like-
really do that. They're just gonna be like, okay, go wherever you want.
It's your Sheikah slate. Use it.
Yeah, right. It's like, oh my god, like what?
It's like, but where do I go? That's up to you. But
I already know the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go around and find random like berries and stuff and like cook them and see like what makes me sick or not.
Yeah,
I'm-
because
I'm
some of the
fine.
stuff
Totally
like poisons you,
The
right?
very first thing I'm gonna cook is the questionable food.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm totally cooking that questionable food with where they blurped it out. Yep.
Like I want to run up to the mountain wearing normal clothes and see how long before he freezes.
Oh my god, yes. I'm gonna do so much random
I
stuff.
just want to see like what happens.
You're dead. Now you gotta start.
A lot of experimenting is gonna go on.
Yeah.
In that game, that's all I can say. A lot of experimenting.
That's
You're gonna
be
hear.
so dope.
This is the line you're gonna hear all the time. Link, wake up!
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
damn it! I just started over again.
Oh, this is actually a good one here. If Nintendo does implement the local multiplayer download sharing option, what games do you want to see from them or third-party developers to use it?
The download play?
So, like, 8 people have a Switch, 1 person has Mario Kart, now all 8 can
Yeah.
play Mario Kart.
Mario Kart, duh. That's the most obvious one.
I would love a Mario Party, to be honest, if you have your friends together.
Mario Party would be
That would
Mario
be
Party.
fun, too.
Mario Party, definitely.
What about third-party stuff?
Third party stuff for download play? That's a good question.
Bomberman.
Probably-
I guess.
Bomberman would be good.
Yeah.
Rocket League, if they
Bomberman.
get Rocket League. That'd be I
Rocket-
think that would
yeah,
be
Rocket
like
League would be
down play. That'd be a dope download play game.
Left 4 Dead would be good.
Oh yeah.
What else?
I'm drawing a blank.
There's not that many local player.
That's what I'm
third-party
saying. It's like,
games.
what would you do?
Oh, that Puyo Tetris, I guess. I mean, it's an online
That
game.
seems like something that will probably have download play.
Yeah.
It just
Or
seems
how
like
about
a fun game.
the Snipper Clips game? I know that one's
That-
gonna be in there.
Yeah.
That'd be. I mean, it looks interesting. It's just
Apparently
something
that
I know
game's
I
really fun.
Wouldn't play long.
I've heard a
A
lot,
lot
about
of people
Snipper
that I
Clips,
Yeah,
man.
they
No,
said
who
low key
played
that
it,
they
love
liked
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like low key. That was actually pretty fun. I was like,
Yeah, there's like I'm actually kind of surprised by how fun that was.
And that's a
Like,
that's a $20
that's
game.
good news. Yep, that's good
Yep.
news. That's good news.
Wait, so
So
you've
we
actually played it then? Or you seen it or whatever? Mia?
I know people who have played it.
Oh,
and,
okay.
they said that it was actually one of the surprises for them. They didn't imagine it would be that fun. So
Yeah.
that's like really good news that it's
I'm
actually
intrigued,
fun.
yeah.
Because like I know like my boyfriend was like, oh, we could play this together, and I was like,
You're like, what?
I know, right? I'm like,
I don't play that, man.
like, oh, that
You play
snipper
that?
clips looks fun. I'm just like,
What is Snipper Clips even?
Yeah, I was
But
like,
apparently
Legend of
it's
Zelda
actually
Breath of the
really
Wild, then I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah. Apparently, it's a really fun game though.
Yeah, I'm just like looking at the launch lineup and the first year lineup. I don't see many local multiplayer games here.
I don't know.
There's some indie stuff, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Obviously, NBA 2K18 would be a good choice.
Yeah.
FIFA would be
What
good.
about Fast Racing Neo?
Yeah, does it
have local? I don't remember if it had local or not.
I don't know.
It'd
How
be
about
I
nice.
only played it online.
The Redout game is supposed to be coming out also. It's like $39.99.
Does it have local?
I don't know. That's the thing. I'm just saying. Let me go check that out. 'Cause I've been hearing a lot about that game also.
I haven't even seen that game. Redout?
It's a really nice looking game too.
Oh,
like,
Redout,
I like the
yeah.
lifestyle.
Let me find that game.
I have a couple of questions on my end.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me see. Link to ask games you want to play in VR if Nintendo does VR with the Switch. Metroid.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what?
Jeez.
I said
Nintendo
Metroid.
VR games.
Yeah.
I would like to. Obviously, I would love to see an Animal Crossing. Obviously, Pokemon.
Animal Crossing VR.
Pokemon would be amazing on the VR. I'm just
VR?
saying.
How would you do that in VR?
It'd be insane. I think it'd be crazy.
Wait,
like
Animal Crossing?
How they have
How would you
Minecraft.
do Animal Crossing in VR?
They have Minecraft.
Oh,
in
that's
VR.
easy. You are
Because
the
Minecraft
that's
in VR
not
makes
va-
sense,
That's
though.
not VR. That's AR. You mean AR?
Oh
He
yeah,
said
you're right.
VR.
VR. But I still think Animal Crossing would be pretty cool. Like you're the person, you just walking around. making
Is
stuff.
Animal Crossing in first person though?
No, they would have to put it that
They would
way.
have to
They
alter
put
the
it
whole
in
game
first
then.
person.
Yeah, they would have to alter it for that.
Like Pokemon won't be in. It's not in first person, obviously, but they could put it. In
I can
first
see
person.
Pokemon like working in AR, VR. I don't know.
I think it'll be amazing in VR. Pokemon. I'm a big Pokemon fan.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I would
In
love it so
VR?
much.
So what? You would be a
want-
Pokemon or a
you
trainer?
You gotta give me a concept for Pokemon VR.
You would have to be
How
the
would that
trainer
work?
then.
It'd be like the games. Like you're just the Pokemon trainer. You look around. You're going to like Kanto and
Pet the Pokemon
Johto.
and all
Yeah, and you go into the
Okay.
grass and the Pokemon pops out right in front of your face and you can see the
Oh,
Pokeball.
okay, I can see it now.
Yeah, I guess. I
That
can
was
It's pretty much like
amazing.
Pokemon Go, just except for
With this
not.
VR. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be freaking great. I'd play the crap out of that.
I still say Metroid would be like the
Metroid-
perfect
Yeah,
preview
Metroid would
VR.
definitely be
Metroid is the
Pokemon.
obvious choice as it's a
Obvious
first-person
one.
shooting game.
Yeah.
Zelda in VR would be fucking incredible.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I'm ready yet. But yeah,
that'd be pretty
much.
insane.
Yeah.
No, Xenoblade Chronicles X VR. There you go.
But could you imagine
Oh
like
my God,
could you
Xenoblade
imagine,
in
like,
VR.
being inside of a Skell. Oh my god.
Oh
yes.
my god, being inside of a skull in VR. But can
Yes.
you imagine playing
That
Metroid
would
in
work
VR
out
and
really
like a
good,
big
to be
ass
honest.
space pirate just jumps in front of you?
You know
and
what?
it's
Fuck
like-
Metroid. Xenoblade Chronicles
Fuck
X in
Metroid.
VR is the greatest thing ever.
Metroid hasn't
Because-
gotten any love. Come
Skells,
on,
y'all,
man. Leave them
skells.
out.
Just imagine like
You
walking
had-
up to one of those giant dinosaur things and just
Oh,
like
yeah,
walking up and looking
trying
at
to
it.
fight it.
VR.
Like freaking Lucille, her little
Yeah,
sloppy
Lucille.
ass trying to fight her in the freaking
Yeah.
That would be
freaking
insane.
Skells.
I don't know if you
Lucille
can
in
pull
VR
off
would be
all those
crazy.
combos though in VR, but
I guess they'll figure
Wow.
that out. But hey.
that would be really cool.
Oh, Lord.
Oh yeah, this Redout gameplay looked nice. That's really nice.
It looks like Fast Racing
Oh,
Neo
I
though.
have another question
Yeah.
from I could never say this guy's name. Tony
Tony
Kaname
Karan or whatever.
He says, "Do you think the game media is still spreading misinformation about the Nintendo Switch?"
They always do that.
Really? I haven't noticed too much.
Not as badly as they used to.
It's not as bad as they used to, but there's a lot of people saying things and acting like it's like facts.
The major sites
Kinda
I
like
notice
the
aren't doing it this
reactions
time
to
around
them.
though. Like the smaller sites are just for clicks,
Yeah.
but like the main sites like IGN and stuff, they're being pretty good this time around.
Yeah, they really
But I'll
are.
put it this way: there are some game media sites that are trying to spin the Switch in like a negative light.
Yeah,
Like, have you
Kotaku's one of them.
Like you
Yeah.
had like that one article from like
They do that with
Eurogamer
everything.
of reasons why they're canceling their pre-order and
Yeah, that's stupid
like
stuff.
the hidden fees and all that
The
stuff.
thing
like,
about that doesn't make sense is you're a video game
Man.
website. Your job is to review video games. What do you mean you're not buying the video game system? Like that doesn't fucking make sense.
and
It's
then
your
like
job.
the hidden fee stuff that we talked about last
Oh yeah.
week. To
That was
me,
from
that's, like,
Forbes.
That's misinformation for me because you're giving people the impression that the Nintendo Switch is not going to come with some of this stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
Right.
on one of these or some of these hidden fees articles. You got people saying that Joy-Cons are hidden fees, even though the thing comes with Joy-Cons.
Comes with two,
People
yeah.
People are saying that the wrist straps are hidden fees, even though it comes with wrist straps. So it's like there is misinformation going on about the thing.
It's like, but it comes with all this hidden fee stuff you're screaming
I guess
about.
I just didn't notice it as much. It's like I just remember back in the Wii U days when the Wii U was about to launch, and they were like, "We don't know what this thing is. What is this thing?" What?
Yeah, a lot of that. It was really bad with the Wii U, but I see a couple.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, if you compare it to that time, it's night and day difference.
Yeah, but I think
a lot different.
Yeah, but I think what like what's really like the big thing is that the Nintendo Switch is actually like an actual appealing concept. So a lot of people just kind of skip over the negative stuff and focus on the positive stuff. So maybe that's the reason why you don't really see it so much.
It's not as prominent as it was with the Wii U, definitely. So like, but it's like sprinkled out there in very small.
Because I just remember when we saw the Wii U at E3, and every website was saying we don't understand what this thing is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I had to.
It's true though. That's what they were.
It's true.
That's what they were saying.
That is something like, what is this thing actually?
It's like you guys are gaming journalists, and you were there in person, and you're trying to convince me that you don't know what this is.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy, right? That was crazy.
That's stupid. I got a question here. What Wii U/3DS games do you want ported to the Switch?
Oh, damn, that's a good
There's
one.
a lot of 3DS games I want.
Kid Icarus! Oh, big Kuuppon!
Fucking Fire Emblems.
I want my Kirby games. They got
Project X Zone.
Yes. That's a game I would love, yes.
I got you on that one.
I definitely want Kid Icarus, though. Kid Icarus, man, come on.
Kid Icarus with proper controls would be great.
Yeah.
3DS has a real Animal Crossing. 3DS has
put that back on there.
Link Between Worlds, that would be nice. They obviously have the Pokemon games, those would be nice.
Bring those on
Fire Emblem Awakening, I'm just kind of looking through the list
Barbie.
here.
Oh my god, I forgot about Barbie.
You gotta have Barbie. What else is there? Bravely Default would be a nice one. Luigi's Mansion would be a nice one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's so many games on this
fucking
3DS, man.
Yeah.
Like there's so many games that came out on the 3DS that I would probably actually play if I could play it on my TV.
Like they even got the better Star Fox. They got Star Fox 64. Right? I would take that. Give me Kirby Triple Deluxe. Give me Kirby Robobots.
Robobot.
Oh, that Kirby, yes. Oh my god.
What else? They got the new Monster Hunter game.
There you go.
Definitely Monster Hunter, yeah.
There's so much stuff
oh my god,
there.
please put Monster Hunter on the Switch. Oh my god.
The real Hyrule Warriors.
The real version.
The real version, yeah.
Yeah, that's the definitive version of bastards.
You bastards.
Well, they got the definitive version of the Yoshi game too now, because it has the extra levels in Poochie.
Apparently.
Oh yeah.
Everything's definitive on the 3DS. My god, stop.
Fucking Wii U's like the food stamp version.
Oh my god, right?
Do we just go straight to 3DS?
Like
there are
just,
some
like, screw the Wii U and just like on 3DS.
There's a few Wii U games that I think should be ported. Like I think Star Fox Zero ported, take out the shitty controls, could be a good game. And if you add online multiplayer, there's a good game there.
Definitely.
They better have like
give us dogfights.
They better give us a real Star Fox this gen with dogfights online. There's no reason why that's not a thing.
Yeah.
That would be really fun.
I wouldn't mind seeing freaking Captain Toad.
I heard they're making a new Captain Toad though.
Oh, okay. Well,
really? Oh my god!
I'll take two. I'll take two.
Captain Toad was really fun.
It is a good game for like a smaller little budget title. I was actually very impressed with Captain
really
Toad.
Fun. I enjoyed it a lot.
But you can keep that Kirby Rainbow Curse crap.
Yeah,
like,
no, put that back.
you can keep that one.
Played on the like, what was that?
That was a DS game initially.
We were supposed to get freaking Triple Deluxe and Robobot.
Yeah. I feel like Triple Deluxe was supposed to be a Wii U game, but then they're like, nah.
We'll just not do
it. Let's get the actual selling system the better.
What made it bad is the freaking Rainbow Curse was a freaking sequel to the one that was already on the DS.
Yeah, the Rainbow Curse was supposed to be a 3DS game.
Yeah. Why'd you?
Because they had to
Why?
throw something on the Wii U real quick.
We needed games. We needed
Triple
games,
Deluxe.
man. We needed some games. That's
I
why.
know a really good one.
Instead-
Zelda Breath of the... Oh, wait, that actually happened.
Oh,
no,
shots
no,
fired.
no.
Really?
Bayonetta 2 on the go would be incredible.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I would love that.
It's and a Bayonetta as well, since we're talking about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
well,
new Bayonetta would be nice too.
And
Well, did we
see
hear anything
what
about
else is
Pokken tournament coming to the Switch?
yeah, I think
There was a rumor, but
There's a rumor, but it's not confirmed. But
I
I'm
know they're
almost
adding more
100%
characters.
sure we're gonna get one.
I know we got Krogunk and Empoleon on the fighting game now. They're adding more characters to it, so maybe
Oh, that's good.
it'll be like the how Mario
And
Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Surprisingly,
Pokken
yeah,
tournament.
like surprisingly with the Pokken tournament right now, there's like a small niche crowd of people who already made it like a pro sport type of deal.
yeah,
Hmm.
Pokken
So
is actually
we're almost guaranteed to get Pokken.
I think Mario
tournament, too,
Maker
if they
would be
bring more
cool.
Pokemon on there. Yeah, definitely. That'd
Yes,
be nice.
Mario Maker. Heck yeah, man.
hmm
Even though I suck at Pokken tournament, I still love that game.
I mean, it was
Pokken's
a
a
fun game. I
fun
enjoyed it.
game. I don't
It
really
was fun.
like fighting games, but I actually enjoyed Pokken.
Yeah. They really need to fix the controls on that a little bit better.
yeah.
Add some more Pokemon, obviously. I mean, they didn't have a very big roster.
Yeah, well,
but,
you
I
got
mean,
like 700 to choose from, so it's not like you're...
Yeah.
You got
Hard up for
loads and
choices.
loads to choose
Yeah,
from.
they had so many freaking Pokemon. Like, we should see at least a good portion of that. At least 50 of them should be in that game. Like, start me off with 50 and you can give me some DLC characters
Yeah.
later.
I'm just surprised that they didn't put any not a lot of fighting Pokemon in there that would actually
That's
fit into the
weird.
game. That's
Like, how is
Don't have
Hitmonchan and
Hitmonlee.
Hitmonlee not in there?
exactly.
Yeah, that was confusing.
They were like the premier OG Pokemon fighting guys. Like, they were the ones everyone knew.
They should add them as DLC or something because
Yeah.
I want to fight as Hitmonlee so badly, man.
Right.
I want to kick someone in the face, like legit.
He gave me a dude with fire Pokemon with kicks and stuff, and he had like hairy
Blaziken?
balls.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Oh, Blaziken?
Yeah, like he gave me a hairy bald freaking Pokemon to fight with. Like
Oh,
I'm a little confused.
oh lord,
Let's see if I got any more here.
that just killed me, Harry Ball.
He did. Stop hanging out.
We're...
Moving on now.
They actually had an article with a parent who wrote Nintendo asking why the heck this character had his stuff hanging out, and I'm just like, it's this hair. It's just
Oh my God.
it's a tuft of hair, but like I can see where they got the issue.
Yeah.
But I'm like, parental controls yet again where they fail.
Oh, here we
I
go.
remember that. That's so funny.
It was so stupid.
How
That
how
was
many
hilarious.
people do you think? Oh wait, that's the wrong one. How long before Nintendo makes special edition Joy-Cons to mimic their old consoles? I think that'd
Man.
probably be a year 2 thing.
Yeah, I would say a year or two, definitely.
Because first they want to get the install base up. But I can't imagine they're not going to do that because they made a special point to show you that this is a combination of all the consoles they've made so far.
Yeah, it really is though.
It is. I'm a little questionable about the GameCube handle, but I don't know how that fits in. But everything else,
Because of the portability, it was made so you could take it with you.
okay.
He ain't buying it.
Nope, he's not.
Not happening. I would like an SNES themed one. I like the SNES, the Famicom one with the different colors. That would be cool.
That would be that would be great.
Give me a Zelda theme one.
I would love to have different choices. Like I know with the Wii U, there's a white, you get the original black one, and I even bought the Legend of Zelda one.
Yeah.
I had 3 Wii U's. I'm crazy, I know, but like I want them to give me like a choice of like different types, different colors, special editions. Like
Yeah.
the 3DS, the 3DS has so many
3DS
different
gets a
types
new
of
one like
stuff.
every month.
And I'm just like, not when I had the Wii U, I'm like, yo, is there gonna be anything new for the Wii U? No new console,
No.
new editions. So I hope with the Switch they actually give us that because that's something I'll be looking forward to.
That's like a prime opportunity. Like the Switch form factor just makes it a shoe-in for.
Oh
special
yeah,
editions.
exactly.
Mhm.
Like its form factor is like conducive to making customized parts.
Yes.
Let's see. Are you picking up the Switch on midnight or the next day? Personally, I don't want to get jacked. I don't know. If my store does a midnight launch, I'll go to it.
Yeah, I don't know if there would be a point because I'm not taking off work. I might as well just get it after I get off work the next day.
I just like to have things when I can.
Just depends on what's going on that day.
I don't think I'm down for picking up a console like at midnight. Like
if I'm not working, maybe I'll go pick it up. But I mean, somebody gonna have a bad day because I'm bringing my gun.
I don't blame you.
Oh, damn.
Like, you want what? Excuse me? No, fam. No, fam. Not today, son. Not today.
Oh my god.
Texas, I ain't got time for that.
Oh, this is an interesting one. What Nintendo Switch hate statement would trigger you as a gamer the most?
Oh my god. None of them really. I don't.
None of them really do. It's just kind of.
Most of the Switch arguments are kind of stupid. A lot of them are just, it's not as powerful as the PS4.
Yeah, it's all about power, and it's all about like, oh, it doesn't have enough power, or like, it's.
I deal with this every day because I talk to Zaire, and so in fact he's arguing with me on Twitter as we speak. And again, it's about power. So like that's generally the thing people say the most, I guess. And I guess the lying about what you need to buy with the Switch is the most annoying one, I guess. People fabricating that you have to buy all these extra accessories, which is obviously not true.
Yeah, that is legitimately annoying.
Yeah. That's annoying because you're purposely spreading misinformation. I don't like that. I don't like when people do that.
Do their research.
Yeah, there's a difference between being ignorant and lying. And being it's I don't have a problem with people being ignorant because that's just whatever they can learn. But when you're purposely lying about something, that I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Definitely, I agree with that.
Oh, these are hidden fees. They're not hidden fees. All that stuff comes with the console upon launch. Shut up.
You gotta buy a game.
That is extra stuff. That is like you telling me.
You, and it's like,
yeah, and it's like so you're gonna
bro,
tell me getting an extra controller for my PlayStation or Xbox is a hidden fee.
Yeah,
buying games for my Xbox, PlayStation is a hidden fee.
That's like saying buying an Xbox controller to play multiplayer is a hidden fee. Because the Switch gives you 2 controllers at launch day. Like, it doesn't make sense.
No. Like, stop that. I get it. You want to spread lies and deceit everywhere about the Switch. Be a little smart about it, at least.
Let's see. Are you guys gonna light the Great Deku Tree on fire? Yeah.
Why?
Probably. That's a possibility.
I don't see why I won't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like all of the bushes and stuff that I see like on fire.
Actually, I'm probably gonna light a lot of things on fire. I'm gonna look for chickens and I'm lighting the bitches on fire.
My link is gonna be so bad that I'm gonna become Ganon. That's how bad he's gonna be.
No, because the Cocos, chickens, whatever you call them.
Oh, they're gonna kill you though.
They've been chasing us for forever. So if they don't have that mechanic anymore, I can burn them heifers up and eat them. They'll be in my stew.
Oh,
there you go. Exactly.
That's
revenge.
a good point. Oh my god, can we cook Cocos in Zelda?
That'd be awesome.
That would be.
I'm gonna eat that chicken.
After all these years of tormenting us, we finally get to get
we get our revenge finally in Breath of the Wild. That's assuming that they don't chase you, but I'm gonna go find them. That'll be the first thing I'm gonna do is go find me one of them little chickens.
I was like kind of worried when I saw how much grass was in the game because I'm just like, oh, I know I'm gonna just sit there and cut grass all day and collect rupees. But now there's no rupees from the grass. So I have no intention of going into the grass now.
They knew that. They were like, people always collecting rupees and all
they're never
that
gonna
stuff
finish the game.
Yeah, so you gotta let them know right off the cuff that you are probably not gonna be getting anything. Actually, absolutely nothing out of the shrubs and whatnot. But I'm still gonna keep cutting stuff.
Yeah, that's the Zelda way.
Burning things on fire.
That is gonna be lit, dude. Burning things on fire, taming horses, cooking random
It's gonna be crazy.
Do a speed run. Do a speed run and go straight to the final boss.
Apparently you can. You don't have to do anything. You can just run to the final boss and beat the game. But you'll probably get your ass kicked. But
you'll probably get your ass kicked over and over again. But, hey.
You'll run to the final boss with a pitchfork, and I'm gonna see what happens.
I know someone's gonna try their best to do that. to beat the last boss just starting the game.
Somebody's gonna do it.
Runners,
Yeah,
those speedrunner
the speedrunner guys. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they're
beat
gonna
Zelda
be
Breath
on
of the Wild in 20 minutes.
I'd be like,
oh, yeah, for
There's gonna
you.
be somebody that's gonna do it.
Of course.
I'm like, how did you do it? You know, I just took the freaking chicken that I killed with my
I set
torch.
a chicken on fire and I threw it again, and it was game over at that point.
That was it. Game over.
Well, I guess that's it. I don't have any questions left unless you guys do.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to see if anybody asked a good one.
Come on, Nia's chat. You got to get your question game up.
I mean, people ask questions, but some of it we kind of already like covered.
Nia said your questions aren't good enough.
oh.
Okay. KAG asks, will virtual console be at launch, and what console would you like to be added to the virtual console?
Obviously, GameCube, since
GameCube.
we have not had it yet.
GameCube with Melee and give me online to it, and I'll be happy forever. I'll be happy forever. Melee has a huge community, and if they add online to that, it'll just boost.
I'll
everything.
be shocked if the virtual console's not there at launch. Like that. That is a Nintendo
But then
staple.
again, the Wii U didn't have its virtual console at launch.
That's kind of why I'm just like, we're probably not gonna see like there are. I don't know. I just don't.
But
see
they said they are focusing on making this thing a gaming console. That is a feature to play games.
Yep.
You just ain't gonna have it
So
at
like
launch.
that is their excuse for stuff like not having Netflix and not having a web browser is not acceptable when it comes to the virtual console.
That's true, but we're probably not gonna have it at launch. We'll probably hear in a couple of weeks. Like, oh, and by the way, no virtual console at launch. Sorry.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just like I'm still looking at this.
That's just another bone for these dogs out here to be nipping on about.
I'm just like
what's wrong
you
with
look at the
Switch.
launch lineup of the console. It's like other than Zelda, there's really not much there. Like you gotta have some other stuff to choose.
I mean,
from.
they do have some.
I honestly don't see the virtual console being there at launch. But one thing that gives me hope about it is apparently the people who were working on the emulation for the NES Mini are the ones making the virtual console game.
Yeah.
So hopefully that means that we get them out faster.
I hope so.
Apparently
I hope they
they
learn
did a
their
really
lesson.
good
They have a
job with the
separate team this
emulation.
time.
Yeah.
Because like,
But I don't see it being there at launch though. But I do say that if the for the virtual console, what I do want to see, I want to see GameCube. I want to see Dreamcast. I want to see a lot of 6th generation stuff. Because, I mean, we've seen NES, we've seen SNES, we've seen GBA, we've seen N64.
yeah.
But, like, we haven't really seen a whole lot of 6th generation stuff. So if they can get, like, GameCube, Dreamcast, like, that would be really dope. I think they should definitely do that.
I do have a question that I would like for y'all to, like, maybe answer real quick, just in case. Okay, so with all the hype behind the Switch and Zelda and, things going on right now, do you think Nintendo could have pushed back the launch of the Switch maybe till holiday or maybe till January of next year, and still would it have benefited them or not?
No, because the Scorpio's coming.
Nobody cares about that.
Yeah, but that's another console coming out at the same time. That's a problem.
And they'd have to actually go against it also.
Yeah, this
But
way.
there's so many good games coming
So
out
what
right
about
now.
have-
holiday then? Would
Coming,
a holiday, like if they had to push it back to holiday?
I think that'd be I think that'd be a problem for them, considering
been a
their
problem
launch
too.
lineup it's weak, and then you have the Scorpio, which is coming out. That's just another product to compete with. Right now, they have nobody to compete with. That's why this thing is going to be so massively successful right away.
Yeah, I was just questioning because I had somebody ask me that a while back, and I just kind of
Because when you look at the launch lineup, you can see they are rushing this product. It's obvious.
Yeah, it's obvious they're rushing.
It's obvious. Like people will deny it because they're just fanboys or whatever, but it's obvious this is being rushed. That's why there's features missing. That's why the online's not ready.
That was the other question I had. Is like, do you think they're rushing this?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
They're I think they're putting it out at this time because there's no one else out. There's not many games out. Tax return season. There's a lot of things in their favor.
The center of attention right now.
Everybody's spending their tax money on it.
And you got to also consider media. Regardless if the media likes Nintendo or not, there's nothing else to talk about. They have to talk about the Switch.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
And if they would release during the holiday lineup, they would be going against the Switch, but they would have a balling lineup though. A launch lineup. They would have amazing ones. Super Mario Odyssey, that Fire Emblem game. They'd have Breath of the Wild. They would have
there's no way they would put all those at the same time.
Nah, they're not gonna put them out at the same time.
They would never do that.
I mean, if that was their launch lineup, that would be.
It would be
freaking
stronger, but there's no way they're gonna put Mario, Zelda, Fire Emblem, and Xenoblade on the same
Yeah,
day.
that's
I just think
that's a
because
freaking orgasm
how
of
they had
games
it,
right there.
how they had it in March, and I'm
Yeah,
just looking
yeah.
at how they're releasing it during the.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
they would do that, but just throughout 2018 then.
Yeah.
What would be good if they would do it in holiday and they release Mario and Zelda. I would be.
That
fine
would
with
be cool,
both of
but
those.
like
That
I
would
don't
be
think
good.
they'd release all 5 major titles that are
Yeah,
coming.
they probably
If
have
they
to
would
push
release
those
those
back.
two,
Yeah,
that would be-
Mario,
that would be
Zelda
amazing.
would be crazy.
Yeah.
Proof.
Yeah.
That would
Done.
be great.
At least put them like 2 weeks apart, not same day.
Yeah, definitely not.
I think it's smart for them to launch when they are. It's just because of that you're getting not many games and not many features because they have to get out early.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. But you know what they're doing? They're taking the Splatoon approach to the console. They're giving you like the base
The base,
And
the
then
bare
they'll
basics,
release
and they'll
stuff
release the rest later. Yeah,
and that's just it's
and
kind
then
of
it'll
whatever.
be a complete console.
That's what it
after
seems
that.
like they're doing. Which
And that's what I was thinking. 'Cause
Yeah.
it felt that way. It's like we're not getting a full console per se, or console experience, I should say. But I mean, anybody who's like into Zelda right now, you're getting that's all you need, so you're fine. But those who are into the
Zelda for at least a month.
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So if you got the
Yeah,
Zelda
that game
thing,
looks
you
so
know,
big, I
If
think
Zelda's your
it'll take
thing,
a
you're
month.
fine. But if Zelda's not your thing, you're kind of looking at this like
Yeah, like if you don't like Zelda, like honestly, there's not much reason to buy the Switch at launch.
So I would
Yeah.
tell those people to maybe wait until the holiday when more of the games are dropped and stuff. You'll be fine.
I'll probably be playing Zelda until Mario Kart comes out.
Yeah,
too.
same.
I'm
gonna be flooding my Twitch and my Twitter and my Facebook with Zelda. So if you don't have the Switch or Zelda or anything, and so you're gonna be mad at me.
Exactly. That's
be
gonna
mad
be
at
my
me.
life.
That's
too.
exactly what I did with Xenoblade. A lot of people
Exactly.
were mad as hell because they went out and bought that game. They're like, "You didn't make me buy this game." I'm like, "I didn't tell you to buy the game. I was just showing you what was going on." I kept
Yep.
showing screenshots and stuff, and that's another thing that's kind of making me mad because now there's no web browser, so I can't even freaking do screenshots.
Oh,
I mean, unless the share feature works day one.
Nah,
Yeah, sure.
I don't
Maybe.
think
They said that the video feature won't be
The
there.
video
day one.
feature
yeah,
will-
the
Screenshot should
recording
be.
comes later, but the sharing will be there.
The sharing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can still share your screenshots.
Yeah.
You know.
Which I love
Screenshots.
sharing screenshots. I think it's
I'm gonna
cool.
take so many pictures when I'm playing Breath of the Wild. I'm just
Yeah,
plastic.
ridiculous amounts.
Like, enjoy this, guys.
There's a question. Do you actually think we'll see Xeno 2 in 2017? I think that's a 18 game.
That's kind of iffy.
I think that's
iffy.
2018.
You think so?
Or at the end of 2017, if anything. Definitely in December if it is. But if not, maybe 18.
I want to believe that game is this year.
I don't know. It might not make 2017.
To be honest, I wouldn't
'Cause,
even
like,
mind if
from-
it
I kind of
doesn't
wanted
make
to
2017.
kind of hold
Because
off
from what
till
I
the-
understand,
exactly.
that team is big enough to work on 2 games. So this team could have been working on this since the original Xenoblade on the Wii, and the
Yeah.
second team was working on Chronicles X. So
That's
if
true.
like
So they
with
might
that,
be,
it might be ready. I don't know because
Yeah.
it's been
if
several
that's the
years.
thing, yeah.
That's true.
Well, with that concept, then I would say, yeah, they'll make 2017. If they're still kind of getting some kinks and working certain things out, I would say 2017 in December. I would say definitely December 2017. If not, then yes, some early 2018. Then we'll see Xeno 2.
We'll see. We'll see.
Let me
Um,
ask y'all
Make it
this
up right now.
though. Let me ask y'all this: since Nintendo has pretty much changed their stance on region locking, well, not really changed because they had it on the original DS, but since Nintendo is doing like region locking with the Switch,
Yeah.
do you think there's a possibility that we'll be seeing more worldwide releases for games, or do you think we're still gonna have to like wait for like localization and stuff like that?
I think the problem is they can't. There's no way to get around localization unless they hold
Yeah.
back the Japanese version,
That's true.
and they probably just don't want to do that. I would prefer they release all the games at the same time because like every time a game releases in Japan like a month early, those dudes ruin it for us.
Yeah.
They post
like, oh, thanks.
everything.
Especially Game
I didn't let them ruin Xenoblade, so
Like, I've seen bits and pieces of Xenoblade, but I didn't get too deep into it. I kept turning away and
Like,
moving
it
away.
is-
But it's like, why do I have to go out of my way not to see
That's
something?
true. It's insanity
so
though.
true.
Like these
That's-
guys
I shouldn't
finish
have to go out of
games
my way
so
for that.
fast.
It's like, oh, this is the ending of such as a dude. It came out only
It's been
2
a
weeks
day.
ago. It's
Been a day.
It's like it's been a day.
That's how they do though.
That
for
kind of
real.
stuff is
Speed running
legitimately
game.
They
annoying.
love their games. They're gonna beat it
Yeah.
quick.
Like if you were like really heavy into Xenoblade Chronicles X before it came out in the West, like you better not go look at nothing.
Oh my god, I knew so much about that game before it
They
came
were
out because of
posting
Japan.
and I have to say thank you to them, because once I did get my copy, I had to refer
Yeah,
to
all the
their
guides and everything
information.
was already ready. So
Like
there's
everything
that
was ready,
plus.
all the guides and stuff that they had. They're like, yeah, this is how you do this. I'm like, okay, thanks, because that game would have been hardcore trying to do it without. But
I know.
at the same time, the fact that all that information was out there already, it's like you had to go out of your way not to see it before you got the
Exactly.
game. So you're just like, so that's my thing with it, is like, I don't want it to be where I have to go out of my way to like not see stuff. Like, why do I have to go through all that? Can't y'all just not post it, or can you just release all at the same time so we can all experience it together?
I would like them to release it all, all at the same time.
Yeah,
together. That'd be great.
yeah, just release it all together, and then that way we can all experience it together.
We
And
can all enjoy it. Like, oh my god, this happened. I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
Okay, well that's it for questions. We've just hit the 2-hour mark, so we might as
Oh my
well
God,
finish
we
up.
never
This is a
got
very
that
long podcast for us. We
Dang.
just, like, double the normal one, but this is the
Oh shit.
Nintendo fun time. So what can you expect? But yeah, well let's get up out of here. So you guys do your outros, and then we will head out. I want you to start us off, Eddie.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, man. Hopefully, I'll be here some more times to join up with this amazing. This is my first podcast. So I had a really great time with you guys,
Oh
man.
my
That's
god,
good.
your first podcast
My first
ever!
I really enjoyed it. I was nervous at first, as you can see, and then I started to open up way more because that's just how it is. I'm gonna be nervous as heck at the beginning, but it was amazing, and I just want to thank you guys for this opportunity, and yeah.
No
That's
problem.
that.
Thanks for coming through, man. We appreciate
Make
it.
sure to check out his channel. It was Papa Bowser, yeah?
Oh yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
See, I'm so into the podcast, I forgot to mention that. but
Yeah.
So yeah, make sure to check it out. He does a lot of mostly Nintendo stuff, a lot of streaming. He's got a good channel. Eddie's a good dude. Kuuppon, why don't you give us your outro there?
All right, Kuuppon Stives, your gaming diva. We're hitting fuckboy hours, so let's get
Oh, boy.
ourselves on out of here.
We're dangerously close to
We're
fuckboy
hitting
hours
dangerously
here.
close to fuckboy hours, but yeah, still streaming, doing what I do. I'm waiting for the Switch like everybody else. Once it drops, pretty much whatever we all said here, it'll be burning chickens and all that good stuff. So, catch you guys when I catch you. I'm out.
All right, Nia.
What is up, everybody? It's your girl, Nia, TheVideoGamHer. Thank you guys so much for checking out the podcast. Don't forget to like this podcast. Don't forget to share it, because a lot of you people are like, oh, y'all need more viewers. Like, you know what? You can help us out by giving us a good old share and telling all your homies and your family members and everybody that there's a very dope Nintendo podcast on YouTube with some real niggas, and we tell the truth about everything about the Nintendo. So that's what y'all can look forward to every Tuesday. Team Red Talks Nintendo at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Central time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. You feel me? So once again, it's always a pleasure, man, and it's a really good time to be a Nintendo fan right now, man. It's
yes,
Nintendo, don't disappoint me, man. It was terrible being a Nintendo fan during the Wii U era.
It was.
It was a struggle.
I don't want to be reminded
Yes.
of that, man.
It was a struggle, man.
It's
That
a
was the struggle
new
millennium.
era.
Struggle
It was
era.
a struggle, but it's been really refreshing actually being excited about Nintendo. I mean, we have a 2-hour podcast today just talking about this stuff. Like, dang, that's crazy. Anyway, thank you guys for the support. Keep supporting us, man, and we'll bring you the podcast every Tuesday.
All right. And of course, I'm ActivesiN. This is another week of Team Red Talks Nintendo. We'll be back next week as usual. Make sure to check it out. Subscribe to everyone in the cast here. Like the video, share the video. It's a good time to be a Nintendo fan. So if you like Nintendo, make sure to watch our channels. And yeah, we will see you next week. And with that, we're out of here. See ya.
Peace.
Hey,
Fuckboy hours.